oní nǹkan ọ̀sìn ni o, àwọn àgbẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń gbin nǹkan ni o, gbogbo wọn la ṣe ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ fún. Lẹ́yìn ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àìtún ró wọn lágbára. So yàtọ̀ sí yẹn oríṣiríṣi nǹkan la ṣe sílùú ṣùgbọ́n kò kí ń tó. Kò kí ń tó. Ìyẹn ni mo ṣe tún tọrọ lọ́dọ̀ àwọn èèyàn mi pé kí wọ́n fún mi ní àǹfààní láti ní green biro lọ́wọ́ kí èmi náà jókòó ní orí ìjókòó àga executive.
Lóòótọ́ ni torí pé ìyàtọ̀ wà láàrin executive àti
lawmaker.
Executive àwọn lè bu ọwọ́ lùwé pé bí báyìí la fẹ́ lọ, ìrìn báyìí la fẹ́ rìn. Ṣùgbọ́n lawmaker kẹ́yìn ṣòfin kẹ́ẹ̀dúró tòfin ní iṣẹ́ tó jẹ́ ti.
Kán wo ìgbà tí mo lọ ṣòfin tí mi ní àǹfààní pé kí kó lọ bí báyìí kí ní kó lọ bí báyìí ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run ràn wá lọ́wọ́ láti mú àwọn nǹkan yẹn wá. Nísìnyí tán bá wá fún mi ní agbára láti jókòó lórí àléfà gẹ́gẹ́ bí chairman local government, màá ṣe gudugudu méje àmì torí mo mọ gbogbo ohun tí àwọn èèyàn mi ń fẹ́ nílé. Ọmọ ìgbèríko ni mí, mo dẹ̀ mọ gbogbo ẹ̀. Mo ti lọ káàkiri gbogbo wọ́ọ̀dù wa, kò síbi tí mi mọ̀ kọ́nà tí mi mọ̀ bẹ̀. Kò sí nǹkan tí mi ò mọ̀, gbogbo ohun tí wọ́n fẹ́, gbogbo ohun tó máa mú àǹfààní wá bá àwọn ará ìlú yẹn, kò sí èyí tí mi mọ̀ níbẹ̀. So kán fún mi ní àǹfààní yìí láti rí i pé mo lo gbogbo àǹfààní táwọn náà ti fún mi tẹ́lẹ̀ láti bá wọn ṣe ní state, àǹfààní tán ti fún mi tẹ́lẹ̀ láti bá wọn ṣe ní federal level, kán fún mi ní àǹfààní láti lo gbogbo connections wọn yẹn láti rí i pé Badagry tún develop ju bó ṣe wà lọ.
Ẹni tó wà lórí àlééfà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí Ṣẹ́gun Onílùdé, àwọn náà ṣe gudugudu méje yàyà mẹ́fà torí pé àríṣe àríkà ní bàbá rẹ̀. Àti bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ lóríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà lóòótọ́. Àwọn náà ṣiṣẹ́ tó pọ̀ gan-an. Ṣùgbọ́n mo rí pé inú ẹgbẹ́ kan náà lẹ́yìn méjèèjì wà. Nígbà tí wọ́n bá parí ọdún kẹrin ẹ̀kejì tó ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ yìí, tí kádàrá bá ṣe yín lórí pé kẹ́yìn náà bọ́ síbẹ̀, kí ni àwọn improvement tẹ́ fẹ́ mú wá sí program táwọn ti ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ nígbà táwọn wà lórí àlééfà? Torí pé ẹnìkan yìí ṣe tán, aláṣekù láyé máa ń yìn, àwọn náà ṣe débi kan wọ́n fàdàgbẹ́ rẹ̀ ti síbì kan ni. Ṣùgbọ́n nípa àlàálẹ̀ manifesto APC, níbo lẹ́yìn ti fẹ́ gbé àwọn àyípadà wo àbí àwọn àfikún wo lẹ́yìn fẹ́ ṣe nígbà tẹ́yìn bá débẹ̀?
Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́, ẹ ti mú níbi tí mo fẹ́, torí pé tí a bá ní Onílùdé ò ṣe irọ́ là pa. Onílùdé ṣe gudugudu méje yàyà mẹ́fà. In fact ó yí àwọn nǹkan padà sí rere tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo wa dẹ̀ rí àfojúrí, a dẹ̀ ṣe ń rí títí di lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí náà, torí kò ìtún tí dúró bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀ sì tún lọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún yín. Inú mi wá dùn pé ẹni pé ẹgbẹ́ wa APC ti ní àlàkalẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń pè ní manifesto tí gbogbo wa ń tẹ̀lé, tí a dẹ̀ máa tẹ̀lé. Kí ni àwọn àlàálẹ̀ wọ̀nyẹn dúró lé lórí? Ó dúró lórí ètò ẹ̀kọ́, ètò ìlera, ètò ìrónilágbára, empowerment, ètò gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ iná, gbogbo nǹkan tó dúró lé nìyẹn. A dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ gómìnà wa, àwọn náà ń ṣe gudugudu méje yàyà mẹ́fà. Ìyẹn bàbá Jídé Olúṣọlá Sanwó-Olú, àwọn náà ń ṣe gudugudu méje yàyà mẹ́fà. Àmọ́ kò sí ni kò kí ń tó. Àwa máa tún ṣe àwọn oríṣiríṣi àyípadà lóríṣiríṣi, kì í ṣe àyípadà àfikún, bóyá kí n sọ pé àfikún tó máa láàmìlaka ju àwọn nǹkan tó ti wà nílẹ̀ yìí lọ.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká mú lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan.
Máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí mú.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká mú lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Ẹ jẹ́ á bẹ̀rẹ̀ látòrí ètò ẹ̀kọ́. Ètò ẹ̀kọ́ ó ṣe kókó gan.
Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́. Àwọn èèyàn á mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn wa mọ̀ wípé ẹni tó ní ìfẹ́ ètò ẹ̀kọ́ ni mí fúnra mi. Mo sọ fún yín pé mo ṣiṣẹ́ ní Lagos State University. Yàtọ̀ sí yẹn, ìgbà tí mo ní àǹfààní láti wà ní ipò ìjọba láti mú nǹkan wá, ó ju iléèwé mẹ́wàá lọ tí mo facilitate kan kọ́ school sí. Primary school ni o, secondary school ni o, 3 classroom, 6 classroom, 12 classroom, 24 classroom. ní àwọn schools kankan tó ju school 10 lọ. Yàtọ̀ sí yẹn a tún ṣe ètò kí n ṣe nǹkan tó tún jẹ́ ètò tó yìnbọn tó tún láàmìlaka fún yín. Àwọn ọmọ tó ń wá láti ẹ̀yìn ọ̀sà wá sí iléèwé ní àárín ìlú ń bí, mo ṣe ètò, wọ́n ra ọkọ̀ àti boat engine nídìí ẹ̀ tá à ń pè ní engine boat àti life jacket tán fi ń kó àwọn ọmọ yẹn lọ, tán kó wọn bọ̀ lójoojúmọ́. Eléyìí fi hàn pé mo ní ìfẹ́ sí ètò ẹ̀kọ́ tó pọ̀ jù. Yàtọ̀ sí yẹn, nígbà tí mo wà lọ́dún mẹ́rin tí mo lò House of Rep ni mo ń sọ yẹn, a ṣe ètò tá a pín uniform fún àwọn ọmọ tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó fún ní close to 50 schools, primary schools ní Badagry nígbà náà. Yàtọ̀ sí yẹn, a tún pín ìwé, size book, bag fáwọn ọmọléèwé. In fact, ìgbà tá a fẹ́ ṣe ètò ìdìbò tó kọjá tó gbé governor àti president wa wọlé, mo sì tún lọ sáwọn primary schools. Lẹ́yìn yẹn mo ti lose primary election mi o, mo sì lọ sáwọn school tí mo lọ pín àwọn exercise books fún gbogbo school wípé ẹ̀yin ọmọ tẹ́ bá délé ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń pariwo mọ́mì dádì Tinubu ni ẹ dìbò fún, mọ́mì dádì Sanwó-Olú ni ẹ dìbò fún.
Ẹ fi ṣe pé ẹ̀yin lose primary o.
Mi ò wo yẹn tí mo fi lọ ṣe gbogbo yẹn káàkiri nígbà yẹn. Ètò ẹ̀kọ́ jẹ́ nǹkan pàtàkì tó jẹ́ pé ó wà ní ọkàn mi láti ran àwọn ọmọ lọ́wọ́, láti encourage àwọn ọmọ àti láti rí pé ibi tán ti máa kàwé ó jẹ́ ibi tó jẹ́ pé environment yẹn máa dára fún wọn. Torí tí environment bá dáa, tọmọ ó rí classroom tó jókòó tí kìí ṣe pé èèyàn 500 ló wà ní class kan, tó jẹ́ pé kìí ṣe pé tí gbogbo ẹ̀ ó rọrùn fún wọn. Ẹ̀kọ́ tí àwọn olùkọ́ ń kọ́ wọn gan a máa wọ orí wọn. So ètò ẹ̀kọ́ ó wà nǹkan tó ń jẹ mí lógún tó jẹ́ pé ibi tí wọ́n ti ṣe dé, ibi tí ìjọba ti ṣe dé, a tún gbé kọjá ibẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé ó máa dẹrùn fún wọn. Àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́, àwọn olùkọ́ pàápàá, a ṣe fún àwọn olùkọ́ náà kọjá tó jẹ́ pé àwọn olùkọ́ tó ń kọ́ àwọn ọmọ ní science, ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀, a kó wọn jọ, a ṣe training fún wọn. Lẹ́yìn tá a train wọn tán, a ṣe nǹkan díẹ̀díẹ̀ tó máa encourage wọn fún wọn. We will continue with this all our agendas and we ensure wípé gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wa tó bá ṣe primary tó máa fi graduate lọ sí secondary, grade tó dáa náà máa mú. Láti secondary tó bá ṣe WAEC wọ́n máa mú grade tó dáa, tó bá ṣe JAMB wọ́n máa pass. A dẹ̀ máa ensure wípé a encourage wọn tó jẹ́ pé courses tó wà ń tà ń sìn tó máa ṣe àǹfààní fún ìlú, tó máa ṣe àǹfààní fáwọn náà ni wọ́n máa mú. Gbogbo àwọn ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yìí la máa ensure pé à ń ṣe fún àwọn ọmọ wa kó tó di pé wọ́n lọ jókòó fẹ́ exam. So oríṣiríṣi wà, ó pọ̀ níkùn, mi ní lè sọ gbogbo ẹ̀ lórí afẹ́fẹ́.
Díẹ̀ lẹ sọ ní. Ok, ẹ ṣeun, ẹ kó àtótónu. Àlejò wa lórí council wa fún ti sáà yìí, àwọn ni alàgbà Honorable Babatunde pé àwọn náà ni wọ́n ń díje dupò alága council ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Badagry. A dánu dúró díẹ̀ ní ìsìn, a lọ fún break kékeré. Tá a bá padà dé, wọ́n á tún máa jẹ̀nà nínú àwọn ètò wọn yòókù tí wọ́n ní lákọsílẹ̀ tí wọ́n fẹ́ gbé ṣe tí kádàrá bá ṣe wọ́n lóore láti dípò alága ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Badagry. Ẹ má lọ síbi kankan, council wa ń tẹ̀síwájú láìpẹ́. So ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò council wa lórí ìkànnì TVWest níbi tí a ti máa ń ṣe àtúpalẹ̀ àwọn nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láwọn ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ wa káàkiri ìbílẹ̀ mẹ́fẹ̀ẹ̀fà tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Lónìí àlejò wa adíje dupò sí ipò alága ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Badagry, ìyẹn Honorable Babatunde Pé, àwọn ni àlejò wa. A sì ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ lóríṣiríṣi àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n ní lákọsílẹ̀, tí wọ́n ní nípamọ́ tí wọ́n fẹ́ gbé ṣe tí wọ́n bá fi lè dé ipò alága. Ẹgbọ́n lẹ́ẹ̀kan wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ètò ẹ̀kọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kò ní àyè ibẹ̀ yẹn, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sí healthcare delivery that is ètò ìlera ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀. Àwọn ètò owó náà ní fún àwọn olùgbé àti ọmọ bíbí ìbílẹ̀ Badagry lórí ètò ìlera.
Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ olóòtú. Ètò pọ̀ ńlẹ̀ ta ní fún wọn torí pé mi ò ní ṣàlàyé máa padà sẹ́yìn díẹ̀díẹ̀. Ní ọdún 4 tí mo ṣe ní House of Rep, àwọn ètò ta ṣe pọ̀, àwọn la fẹ́ gùn lé ta tún máa ṣe jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ẹ má gbàgbé pé council ó ní ètò tiẹ̀ tó gbọ́dọ̀ máa ṣe fún ará ìlú lórí yàtọ̀ sí ti ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ àti ìjọba àpapọ̀. Àwọn ni wọ́n ní primary health care center lọ́wọ́ tó gbọ́dọ̀ manage ẹ̀ dáadáa. Nígbà tẹ́mi wà ní Abuja, primary health care center bíi 2-3 mo facilitate wálé pẹ̀lú full instrument tó yẹ kó wà nínú wọn. Mi ò tún dúró síbẹ̀, mo tún lọ sí general hospital, mo lọ donate equipment síbẹ̀. Mo ò tún dúró ń bẹ̀ ní àwọn primary health care center wa, mo tún donate oògùn tó worth over 20-something million naira síbẹ̀ nígbà tí mo wà ní aṣòfin nìyẹn o. Tí n bá wá dé council, gbogbo àwọn primary health care center tó wà ní under council lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ mo fi dá gbogbo àwọn èèyàn mi lójú pé wọ́n máa function properly. Àwọn ibi tí ò tí ì ní, àwọn ìgbèríko tí ò tí ì ní, Ọlọ́run á ràn wá lọ́wọ́ láti rí pé a ṣe sí gbogbo ibẹ̀. Tàdé máa rí wípé àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ wà níbẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń ṣe tó yẹ kán ṣe lásìkò tó yẹ kán ṣe. Yàtọ̀ sí yẹn, a máa ensure pé àṣepọ̀ ó wà láàárín primary health care center wa àti general hospital. Ṣé ti mọ̀ pé láti primary health care center ní tí wọ́n bá lè ṣe ó di general hospital. Táṣepọ̀ tó kún náà ò bá síbẹ̀ nígbà míì tó àwọn yẹn náà ń ṣiṣẹ́ wọn o, but tí àṣepọ̀ tó kún náà tó bá wà láàárín wa, ìgbàkígbà Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ a rí kò ṣe dáadáa, tábà kanlẹ̀kùn wọn máa dá wa lóhùn ni. Yàtọ̀ sí yẹn, a tún ensure pé a tún take a step further láti rí pé àwọn teaching hospital wa Badagry local government handwriting wọn wà ń bẹ̀.
Ṣùgbọ́n ìyẹn ṣe iṣẹ́
kò kì í ṣe iṣẹ́ ìjọba ìbílẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n àṣepọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ wà. Àbí kì í ṣe pé wọ́n ń gbéyàn láti ìgbèríko lọ sáwọn, Ọlọ́run má jà rí láburú o, a gbàdúrà fún nǹkan burúkú kó ṣẹlẹ̀. Àmọ́ tí wọ́n bá gbé èèyàn láti primary health care center lọ sí general hospital tí kò bá sí àṣepọ̀ tó dánmọ́rán, nígbà máa wò pé ẹ gbé síbẹ̀, ẹ kò sí bed, kò sí igbá, kò sáwo, ṣùgbọ́n táṣepọ̀ tó dánmọ́rán bá wà ń bẹ̀ kíákíá no máa dá lọ. The same thing teaching hospital. Àwọn yẹn ni mo sọ pé àwọn opportunity tá Ọlọ́run ti fún wa láti serve ní àwọn ibì kan, à á lo àwọn connections yẹn láti rí i pé a ṣe àwọn ètò yẹn bó ṣe tọ́ àti bó ṣe yẹ.
Kódà ní sáìdì bẹ̀yẹn nìyẹn, kí a tún kò lórí ètò ìlera.
Ẹ máa tún dún ètò ìlera àfikún wa o, torí ìgbà tí mo wà ní House of Rep náà, mo ṣe ètò láti rí i pé àwọn tó ní ètò ní kùdìẹ̀kudiẹ ní ọ̀rọ̀ olójúdé, a ṣe ètò fún àwọn èèyàn tó ju 500 lọ láti rí wípé wọ́n wojú wọn, wọ́n dẹ̀ fún ní jígí. A pè jígí yẹn nígbà yẹn ní jígí Bọ́lá, torí ètò tí bàbá wa ti fi sílẹ̀ ní kò gbọ́dọ̀ kú. A ṣe ètò yẹn nígbà yẹn. Wọ́n ń pe kíní kan ní health insurance scheme. A ṣe ètò yẹn fún over 700 people nígbà yẹn. Nínú eléyìí, ara nǹkan tí mo sọ pé link gbọ́dọ̀ wà láàárín wa àti general hospital àti gbogbo ẹ̀. Aláti tún ṣe ètò, torí mo rí pé ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ètò health insurance scheme yẹn ó wà ní onípele sípele sípele. a máa ṣe ètò wọn yẹn pẹ̀lú wọn láti rí pé àwọn èèyàn wa wọ́n key into it. Local government dẹ̀ ní ipa tá a máa kó lórí ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn wa wọ́n á gbádùn ẹ̀. Ó sì tún kù síkùn o bẹ̀tẹ̀ nítorí àsìkò.
Ẹ má jẹ́ ká pẹ́ jù lórí ìyẹn torí àsìkò
bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ẹ ti gbọ́ nǹkan tí adíjedupò alága ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Badagry ìbáyìí sọ, ẹ̀yin olùgbé àti ọmọ bíbí ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Badagry, ẹ máa mú gègé àti tákàdá yín kẹ́ máa kọ sílẹ̀ bí wọ́n ṣe ń kà lẹ́sẹẹsẹ ni, torí pé tán bá padà déjọba tán ẹ lè rí nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ máa fi mú wọn dání pé alága báyìí lẹ sọ o, báyìí lẹ sọ, báyìí lẹ sọ o. That is called accountability. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún tẹ̀síwájú lórí àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kí alága ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ tó yẹ kó ṣe. Inú mi dùn pé ṣáájú nígbà tí ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan ẹ ti ṣe iṣẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùbádámọ̀ràn lórí ètò àyíká, that's an advisor on the environment to Akinwumi Ambode, the former governor of Lagos State. So Badagry local government pàápàá ó jẹ́ local government tó wà peculiar torí pé etíkun ní Badagry wà. Fún díẹ̀ yìí wọ́n máa ní àwọn àdójúkọ kan tàbí méjì àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ nípa environment. Àwọn owó lẹ́yìn ti ṣe àkíyèsí ẹ̀ àti ètò owó lẹ́ni láti fún àwọn problem and solution.
Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ yín fún ìbéèrè tẹ́ béèrè yẹn. Inú ẹ̀jẹ̀ ló máa ń wà. Àwọn nǹkan mi wà tó jẹ́ pé inú ẹ̀jẹ̀ ló máa ń wà bí ṣe wà yìí. Mo ti kúrò ní Minister of Environment nsìn ó ti ju ọdún 5 lọ. A ti ju ọdún 5 lọ díẹ̀. Tí n bá ń kọjá ní títì tí n bá ṣe báyìí tí n rí ilẹ̀ níbì kan àyà mi máa ń já gbìm. Kí lélẹ̀ torí ìgbà tá a wà ń bẹ̀ ò lè rí ilẹ̀ kí àyà ẹ má jà torí nǹkan tó máa kọ́kọ́ rò ní pé gọ́vnà lè ti kọjá ń bì. So n tó máa ṣe kíákíá ni bó ṣe máa kúrò bẹ̀ ó sì wà lára mi títí dìsìn. Ní sáà díẹ̀ sẹ́yìn ń sìn mínísítà kan tó wà ní ìcháàjì tourism ó wá kí wa ní Badagry, ó wá wọ́n ṣe ètò kan, àwọn tó wà ní House of Representatives àti Assembly wọ́n ṣe ètò láti gbé mínísítà yẹn wá fún ìgbélékè àbí ìdàgbàsókè tourism ní Badagry, ètò ìgbafẹ́ ní Badagry. Kọ́mẹ̀tì ẹyọ kan tí obìnrin yẹn ṣe nípa Badagry ó jẹ́ nǹkan tó fa ìbànújẹ́ fún mi. Mo kọ nǹkan lórí ẹ̀ ránṣẹ́ sí the present commissioner for the environment àti ẹni tó jẹ́ MD lọ́mà. Mo kọ nǹkan ránṣẹ́ sí wọn lórí ẹ̀. Inú mi dẹ̀ dùn. Àjọkólẹ̀ kó dọ̀tí. Inú mi dẹ̀ dùn. Mo take action lórí ẹ̀. Kí ni comment náà? The woman said wípé area tí àwọn fẹ́ develop tourism potential ibẹ̀ the place is dirty. Ẹ gbọ́ kíní yẹn.
Báwo ló fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ kó lè ṣiṣẹ́?
Ó jẹ́ nǹkan tó jẹ́ ẹ̀dùn ọkàn mi. Èmi fẹ́ fi dá yín lójú, mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ fi dá gbogbo àwọn Badagry lójú pátápátá wípé pẹ̀lú ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ wọn tá a bá dórí àléfà àti experience tá a ti ní àti gbogbo àwọn tá a ti mọ̀ orúkọ yẹn á parẹ́ pátápátá.
Lónìí alàgbà Babátúndé Òǹpè ní àlejò wa, àwọn sì ni wọ́n jẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí adíjedupò alága níjọba ìbílẹ̀ Badagry, that's chairmanship aspirant for Badagry local government ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Oríṣiríṣi nǹkan láti mẹ́nubà láti àárọ̀, ṣùgbọ́n a tún tẹ̀síwájú lórí àwọn ètò wọn tí wọ́n ní fún aráàlú. Alàgbà Òǹpè, tí a bá wò á rí pé àṣà àti ìṣe àti ìgbafẹ́ ó jẹ́ nǹkan tí àwọn ará Badagry fẹ́ràn dáadáa, tó fẹ́ràn púpọ̀ jù. Mo mọ Zàǹgbétọ́, kò síbi tí Zàǹgbétọ́ ti jó táwọn èèyàn wá láti wá wò wọ́n. Tí wọ́n bá ń kọrin Badagry, orin tó dùn ni. Àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ó yẹ ká máa sọ wọ́n di ọrọ̀ ká má sọ di nǹkan tí a lè máa fi kó èrò wá sílùú Badagry láti máa pawó sí àpò ìjọba. Àwọn ètò wo lẹ ní fún tourism àti culture tẹ́ bá dépò alága ní Badagry?
Ṣé àdúpẹ́ kíkọ́ tún mọ́ pẹ́ mi lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè torí Ọlọ́run ló mọ̀ dá wa sílẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ fi àwọn nǹkan yẹn tó fi kẹ́ wa. Àwa Ọlọ́run fi àwọn nǹkan yẹn kẹ́. Àwa la ní ọ̀sà, àwa la lòkun. Yàtọ̀ sáwọn yẹn, Ọlọ́run tó fi àwọn history kan fi kẹ́ wa.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tó jẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ máa wá rí fún. Tó bá sọ pé ibi tó ti kọ́kọ́ preach Christianity àbí tó ti kọ́kọ́ celebrate Christmas ní Nàìjíríà.
Ìlú Badagry.
Badagry.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tábà ní ibi tí pẹ̀tẹ́sì àkọ́kọ́ kan wà.
Ilé alájà àkọ́kọ́ nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà. Badagry. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tábà ní ibo náà ti translate Bible.
Bíbélì sí Yorùbá. Badagry ni.
Nínú ọgbà yẹn gan oríṣiríṣi wà ńbẹ̀. Omi kan wà ńbẹ̀ tó jẹ́ kànga kan wà ńbẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ọlọ́run fi ta Badagry ní kẹ́. Káwá sọ ọ̀rọ̀ pé wọ́n ṣe òwò ẹrú. Èyí náà tún wà ńbẹ̀. To the extent pé ibi kan wà láti pẹ̀lú point of no return.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Gbogbo nǹkan ìlú wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Adúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ àwọn gómìnà wọ́n ti try fún wa. Àmọ́ mo sọ fáwọn èèyàn mi wípé ó tún ṣì kù. Ibi tó tún kù sí náà ni pé ẹlẹ́rù ló máa ń gbé ẹrù ẹ̀ ká tó tún sọ pé wọ́n bá fọwọ́ kùn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ó kù àdẹ̀mọ́ ibi tó kù sí. Onílé èèyàn náà gbogbo ẹ̀ lórí afẹ́fẹ́. Àwọn èmi ò gbókù. Ìbáwọn èèyàn ti lọ sí Múránsì.
Bẹ́ẹ̀.
Kí ló lọ ṣe bẹ̀? Wọ́n lọ gbàdúrà ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀.
Àwọn èèyàn lọ Jerusalem náà. Kí ló lọ ṣe bẹ̀?
Wọ́n lọ ń gbàdúrà ni. Tourism tẹ̀sùn pẹ̀lú.
Tourism náà tún pẹ̀lú.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Èmi mo gbọ́ lórí social media. Pastor àbí evangelist kan ó visit First Story building. Ó wọ ibi tí wọ́n ti translate Bible kúrò ní English sí Yorùbá. Ó dẹ̀ fọwọ́ lé Bible tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó gbàdúrà. Later mo wá gbọ́ testimony pé nǹkan ṣe ń bẹ̀ ẹjọ́ yẹn ó ṣe báyìí báwọn. That same evangelist àti pastor tí mo ń sọ yẹn nígbà tí wọ́n bọ́lẹ̀ látòkè yẹn wọ́n kan omi, everybody was rushing the water from the well.
Ní Badagry.
Wọ́n pọn omi yẹn wọ́n rọ́ lọ. Later mo gbọ́ gbogbo nǹkan tó ń fi omi yẹn ṣe tọ́lọ́run dẹ̀ gbà. Torí gbogbo kìíní yìí náà publicize ètò.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ètò tó lórí ẹ̀. Excuse me, màá tún sọ kan fún yín. Mo sọ fún yín pé ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ti try fún wa tó pọ̀. Sáìtì Agiatri. Ibi tí wọ́n ti kọ́kọ́ celebrate Christmas ní Nàìjíríà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Lagos State Government bá wa tún ṣe. Kí là ń ṣe sí láti rí pé àpótẹ́ tó produce. Slave market ní Bẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ́tẹ̀. Lagos State Government bá wa tún ṣe lẹ́yìn. What are we doing to ensure pé àwọn èèyàn ń wà láti wá wà àti pé àwọn nǹkan míì wà tó jẹ́ pé ó yẹ ká lè ṣe nípa àwọn nǹkan tí mò ń sọ yẹn tó jẹ́ pé number one Lagos State Government fúnra ẹ̀ agbádùn ẹ̀ lórí ètò tourism ni mò ń sọ yìí o lórí ètò àwọn tó wà ní diaspora tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n lè wá patronize wa àti ẹ̀ máa ń ṣe àwọn ètò kan lọ́dọọdún ẹ má jẹ́ kí n ti sọ fún yín.
Ẹ má ṣiṣẹ́ lójú eégún tán.
Mo máa sọ fún yín pé in the area of tourism and culture.
Ètò ń bẹ ńlẹ̀.
Sure, we should be rest assured. Èmi nìkan kọ́ ni mo fẹ́ ṣe. Àwọn ọmọ wa tó jẹ́ ògúnná gbogbo ní orí iṣẹ́ tourism.
Expert, àwọn tó jẹ́ expert.
The expert they are with me. I will still bring more from outside. We are going to collaborate.
Àwa náà ní fi yín lọ́rùn sílẹ̀. Gbogbo èyí tẹ́ ń sọ yìí náà la máa mú yín lọ́wọ́ báyìí láti rí dájú wípé ẹ ṣe lóòótọ́ àti lódodo. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kásẹ̀ ètò yìí ńlẹ̀ báyìí. Àwọn àgbẹ̀ Badagry Agrarian Society ni kí ni ètò tẹ́ ní fún wọn ní pàtó?
Ètò pọ̀lẹ̀.
Àgbẹ̀ apẹja nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn pọ̀ Badagry.
Ètò pọ̀lẹ̀ àgbẹ̀ ní bàbá tèmi náà kan tó. Àgbẹ̀ tí wọ́n nígbà yẹn ọkọ́ náà fi ń ṣe náà fi ń ro ó pọ̀lẹ̀ rẹpẹtẹ. Àwọn ayé ti dáadé. Ètò wà nílẹ̀ rẹpẹtẹ láti encourage àwọn farmers wa. Bóyá àgbẹ̀ apẹja ni o, àgbẹ̀ olóhùn ọ̀gbìn ni o, àgbẹ̀ olóhùn ọ̀sìn ni o, gbogbo wọn la máa ràn lọ́wọ́. Yàtọ̀ sí pé a fẹ́ ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́, ètò láti rí i pé ìlú fúnra rẹ̀ ó benefit from it. Torí pé táwọn bá ń produce tí ìlú ń rí ní owó pọ́kú, ìyẹn ni àṣeyọrí ilẹ̀ o. Kì í ṣe pé a encourage wọn, a empower wọn, a ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀, ìlú ò rí nǹkan rà ní ọ̀pọ̀. Kò sí ọ̀pọ̀ nítorí ẹ̀ mo sọ pé mi ò ní yànnàná gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yìí lórí afẹ́fẹ́. Ètò wà lẹ́sà tó jẹ́ pé inú àwọn àgbẹ̀ torí kì í ṣe àgbẹ̀ ẹyọ, inú àwọn àgbẹ̀ á dùn, inú aráàlú á dùn, inú ìjọba gan á dùn.
Ẹ ṣeun gan, ẹ kú àtótónu. Mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín fún ààyè tí ẹ fi sílẹ̀ láti wá sórí ètò council wa fún sáà yìí, láti wá sọ fún àwọn ọmọ bíbí àti àwọn olùgbé ìlú Badagry pé báyìí lẹ ṣe ṣe nígbà tí ẹ bá dé ipò alága gẹ́gẹ́ bí alága ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Badagry. A sì gbàládùra fún yín pé Elédùà á ràn yín lọ́wọ́ láti mú àwọn ìlérí iṣẹ́ tí ẹ bá dépò tán. Ṣùgbọ́n kẹ́ ẹ tó lọ, ẹ máa báwọn ènìyàn wá sọ àgúnù èdè ègùn nìkan tàbí méjì láti bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ tààrà ní ìṣẹ́jú kan tàbí tí ò tó bẹ́ẹ̀.
Kí n tó ṣe yẹn, èmi náà fẹ́ dúpẹ́. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ọba tó mú arọ́jọ́ òní láyọ̀ àti àlàáfíà. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè wa, bàbá tiwa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, Aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu, fún àwọn àǹfààní tó ti fún mi àti àǹfààní tí mo tún mọ̀ pé wọ́n tún máa fún mi láti rí i pé mo ṣe aṣojú wọn ní council Badagry local government. Bákan náà, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ gómìnà wa, bàbá wa
Mr. Selebu,
Babájídé Olúṣọlá Sanwó-Olú. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ wọn fún àtìlẹ́yìn wa ní gbogbo ìgbà àti dẹ́pútì wọn, bàbá wa Ọbáfẹ́mi
Hamzat. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ wọn, Ọlọ́run á máa dúró tì wọ́n. Mo wá dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn ní Badagry. Mẹ́ṣẹ́rẹ́, Dọ̀ndómìnira, Ìkútó Rèwélò, Wíwáṣe, gbọdọ̀ náà bá yí council sí nǹkan nítorí mi tán tó ẹ̀. Ẹ máa ń yẹn tán tí ó wù tún lẹ́. Ehe náà di mi ọ̀pọ̀ mi náà tó bá yí. Ẹ máa ń mèrè kó sí hó. Dé gbáàgì mi tán náà gbọ́n tó yán dóònù kan àti dóònù kan. Wù tún tó wá dọ̀ náà bá yí. Mi jàre. Mi sin àrọ̀ tó pọ́pọ̀ yẹn kóró. Mi ná mi àǹfààní ehe àti sọ́dọ̀ tó bá irú gan dé nǹkan bí bá yí dókòtò. Rẹ̀ bí ọ̀dọ̀ mi sí náà mi máa kúkú nílò yìí fídé bọ̀ máa yí ǹdé kankan ìlọsúnyàn lọ́wọ́lọ́ bí mi pọ́n gòtò ìnámọ̀ ní ṣuṣu lé yí wá rẹ̀. Pẹ́pọ́n tó yí Àbújá mi pọ́n àríwó gbági tánbó Lagos Badagry Express Road mi pọ́n dé tébó dé tó tán fílẹ̀ mi pọ́n dé mi bá dé fídé jẹ́wé zé jẹ́bó náza mẹ́yìnyán dé yán tó Àbújá tó àwọn rìn mo tó yí ń dàgbére wá káàkiri ń fẹ́ mi wẹ̀. Ìkémi ní pọ́n èèyàn àbí mẹ́lẹ́ yín lọ́gbọ́dọ̀ yé tán ṣó wà èèyàn mi jàre mi kémi ní jókòó ìnẹ̀rẹ́ mi máa pọ́n ìrẹ́ gbò mi rẹ̀ máa dọ́ àgùn kó mi dé pépé tó nítorí yín lọ́gbọ́dọ̀ fídé mi jẹ́ wà mí pọ́n dé gbáàgì náà gbọ́n tó yán dé gbáàgì náà gbọ́n tó yí àdá dé òfin yọkọ́ rẹ̀ àwìrì rẹ̀ tẹ̀pẹ́ rẹ̀ àti mẹ́hó rẹ̀ àti yánsí rẹ̀ dé àìmọ́ náà fífi náà yé dó náà mi mẹ́ pété dó wúwẹ̀ mi lẹ́yìn jẹ́wò náà sọ báyìí náà mi mẹ́ pété láì bá o.
Ajúṣe o ajúṣe ó sì dá mi lójú pé gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n ti sọ kalẹ̀ yẹn pátá lẹ́yìn tẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ará àti ọmọ bíbí ìlú Badagry ti gbọ́. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín fún àsìkò tẹ́ ẹ fi sílẹ̀ láti bá wa lálejò lórí ètò council wa fún ti sáà yìí. Ajúṣe fún yín.
Mo ti dúpẹ́ ó yẹ kí n dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ council chairman tó wà mẹ́rin.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Mo dúpẹ́ púpọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ council chairman wa torí pé yínníyínní kẹ́ni lè ṣe mí ni mo dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ bàbá wa Olúṣẹ́gun tẹ́lẹ̀ onílùdé council chairman wa Olúṣẹ́gun Adéníran onílùdé mo dúpẹ́ púpọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ ibi tó ń gbé council wa dé lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí gbogbo wa la mọ̀ pé ẹ ṣe gudugudu méje yàrá mẹ́fà àfi àwọn ọlọ̀tẹ̀ tí wọn ò ní sọ òótọ́ gbogbo wa la rí ó dẹ̀ dá wa lójú pé èyí tẹ́ ẹ ṣe sílẹ̀ kò ní bàjẹ́ lágbára Ọlọ́run èyí tẹ́ ẹ ṣe sílẹ̀ kò ní bàjẹ́ tẹ́ bá kúrò lórí ipò yẹn ipò ńlá míì Ọlọ́run ti máa pèsè ẹ̀ fún yín torí pé a rí pé ẹ nífẹ̀ẹ́ Badagry gbàtẹ́ wà ní secretary NGA ẹ ṣe gudugudu méje yàrá mẹ́fà ìbàdàn tó ń ṣe council chairman ẹ ṣe gudugudu méje yàrá mẹ́fà ibi tẹ́ tún máa lọ lẹ́yìn ilé Ọlọ́run á dúró tì ẹ tún ṣe ètò máa lápẹ̀rẹ̀ jù yẹn lọ ẹ ṣe dúpẹ́.
tó ní ìlà máa fi àdàgbà ètò kánsù wa rọ̀ sí fún ti sáà yìí ẹ má gbàgbé pé lóòrèkóòrè ni kánsù wa máa ń wá sí ojú ìwòran yìí níbi tá a ti máa ń yànnàná àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ káàkiri ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àti àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ yòókù tí aléwédé ti àtàgbòdé Ọba Adéoyè lórúkọ tèmi títí ìgbà míì tá a tún máa pàdé ire o.
You are watching the test transmission of TVWest. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to our social media handle @TVWestNG across all social networks. Thanks for staying with us.
TV West. Reporting the West, inspiring progress.
You are watching the test transmission of TVWest. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to our social media handle at TVWestNG across all social networks. Thanks for staying with us.
TV West. Reporting the West, inspiring progress.
Could cost absolutely nothing. I mean, zero. Well, on that note, I welcome you to Opportunity Radio TV on TVWest. My name is Daniel Oweyemi. I'm mighty glad to be here. On this episode, we're unpacking how ordinary Nigerians are taking advantage of opportunities out there. Opportunity Radio TV will connect you to life-changing opportunities. But before I really get into details and unveil who my guest is, so we can get into the depth of this, let's go for this breather. I'll be back after this time out. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. You're still on to TVWest, and this is Opportunity Radio TV. Before we went on that break, I told you we're going to be unpacking how Nigerians go into full scholarship. What are the opportunities available for them? And I've been joined this moment by an amazing one who is going to be helping us to unpack this. Good morning, Mrs. Olajumoke Makonyola, representing Study Across Globe.
Good morning, sir.
Glad to have you on Opportunity Radio TV.
Same here, sir.
So let's look at this. Opportunities for Nigerians abound, but not many people are looking at full scholarship. So you want to ask, many Nigerians believe that this is actually impossible. Is it true to have full scholarship, I mean, at zero cost?
Yes, it is. It's very much possible. In sense that we have some partners or body that actually help students or as a nation to actually make the whole study easy. If at all you don't have the financial means, you don't have, but so far you are very intellectually sound, you have much opportunity there. Because those people actually look at some categories of things to work with before issuing out a scholarship, and we have a scholarship body that actually help students per se to make it very much easier to achieve your dream in other countries.
So, is there anything as full scholarship?
Yes.
So, but some you hear scholarship and they don't give you full. Is this still scholarship?
Yes, it's still scholarship.
What do you call that?
Partial scholarship, and we have full scholarship.
Okay, so who pays for this scholarship? I mean, you go to school, you don't pay anything. Who pays for that? They say there's nothing free anywhere, even in Freetown. So how come their town something is free? Who pays?
Okay, so we have some bodies that actually helps. They take care of that. That's the government part of the whole scholarship. Bodies of NNPC, Chevrons. We have other people that actually helps with the whole full scholarship part. We have the Irish government that actually, you know, help students with the whole full scholarship funded.
So you want to ask which countries offer the best of the scholarship? I mean, we have scholarship in Nigeria, but which countries globally offer this scholarship?
Like I said, Irish government actually offers full scholarship. We also have what's it called, Chevron, that helps students to, you know, so far you are willing, like I said earlier, so far you are willing to take hold this whole process. So we have people that are willing to do everything like that, and the bodies of Chevron, NNPC, Irish, and some of the schools in UK to actually give what's it called, tuition deposit scholarship. That is it.
Okay, now let's try to get into details now.
Okay.
So when you talk about scholarship, like when do applications really begin? This is July now.
Yeah, this is July.
As application started, or which period? Is it summer, winter? I mean, which period?
Okay, so the major process for intake is September. That's the major. We have June. We have January. Some schools have May, June, and majorly September. But the major one is September, that we have mass people going to study. So for that, for majorly the scholarship part is going to be for September intake.
Okay, you want to share with us maybe names of some of those scholarships that will be available in September?
Okay, so for the scholarships that's going to be available in September, we have the the Chevron, we have the NNPC, we have this Irish government too.
Okay.
They also give full scholarship to students that are willing.
So interested people should start looking out for
They should start looking out for September to apply. So they will definitely apply before September because they are working towards September intake. So we're looking at the likes of May, April. So the scholarship should be ahead of the September intake.
So when you say scholarship, what are the reviewers? What are they looking out for? Because we're still going to be looking at details, but like just mention one or two things that they are looking out for.
Okay.
Thousands of people are applying from different parts of the world.
So when we are talking about full scholarship, we're talking about how responsible is the person going to be to handle the whole process, because I mean they are doing the person a big favor, huge favor. You have the willingness to actually study, but the means are not there. You understand? So this body is actually, they are looking forward to someone that is intellectually sound, someone who is very, very brilliant. You understand? Whereby your financial status is actually low. I mean, you cannot give full funded scholarship to someone that has it.
But talk to me.
The value is not going to be there.
Why do some people? I just want to put myself in the shoes of someone who is watching and is wondering, oh, I've applied several times. So what made people? I mean, what makes people get rejected? Why are some people rejected?
Okay, so like you said, there are thousands of people that are going to apply. Different qualification, different things they've actually put in it. So they look into few things. How responsible is this person? I mean, we attended universities. Are you committed? Do you have maybe a particular club you join or something that makes you responsible? Do you do community service?
So even activities such as extracurricular
yes, it's a factor.
But for someone who did all of these things, I mean, submitted the CVs, the personal statements, and they still got a no, what could be that thing that they may not pay attention to that may be getting them disqualified?
Like I actually said earlier, we have 1001 different qualifications, so there will be a particular thing these people are looking into. Like I said, extracurricular activities, intellectually sound, and if the person does not have the means but is willing to learn.
Fantastic. So does it matter whether you graduate with 2-2? Can you still get scholarship?
Okay, so most of the scholarships they do with 2-1.
2-1.
Yes, okay. That's what I'm saying. You have to be I'm not saying 2-2 is actually not good or third class. No, I'm saying that we have thousands of people doing into this. We have thousands of applicants. So we have first class, we have 2-1, we have 2-2. So definitely they want to pick out the outstanding ones. I'm not saying 2-2 is not outstanding. I'm not saying third class. But with the whole competition thing, I feel from first class to 1. And we have that of third class, second class, lower that can also apply to. That's the partial scholarship with the school. So most of the schools actually help international students to reduce the tuition. Let's assume you have a particular tuition fee of maybe 21,000 and you're giving a discount of 5,005 or probably 7,000. It's something. You understand? But we're looking at full funded scholarship whereby you don't need to pay tuition fee, you don't need to do living expense, your health fee, everything is going to be taken care of. So I mean, it's a world of competition.
Well, you have been in this terrain for quite a number of years. That's your brand. So you'd like to share with us, have you seen anyone who has gone through this, or have you seen anyone through the process of application for full scholarship and the person came out with yes? Have you seen such?
Yes.
Oh, tell us about
it. So in my agency, that was last year September, Study Across Globe, we have one of our students that applied to University of Austin, located in Birmingham City. So we have that person last year September. The person actually got full funded scholarship from the university.
100%.
Yes, 100%.
And you took the person through the whole application?
We actually took the person through the whole application process and everything. So we have thousands of people that actually applied.
Can you let us into something spectacular that you do? to applying that, of course, I mean, for that person now that made the person get a yes, I mean, something spectacular.
Okay, so the person applied very early.
Early application, right?
Yes, it matters a lot.
Matters a lot.
Yes, person applied very early, and the person actually put the whole process, did the CV, did everything, the extracurricular, whatever she was doing, into the community service she was doing, and then she actually attached everything. So it's
More
not like
proofs,
she,
right?
yes, it's not like she lied or anything. Everything was genuine, and she had a good result.
Okay, well, in case you're just joining us, you're still on to Opportunity Radio TV, reaching you from TVWest, and I've been speaking with my guest, none other than Mrs. Olajumoke Makonjola, joining us from Study Across Globe. We'll go for a break now, and when we return, the team may get bigger than this. Do not be surprised. We're just unpacking opportunities, particularly as Nigerians leave this money on table, full scholarship for study abroad. We'll be back after this time out. Welcome back. You're still on to TVWest, and this is Opportunity Radio TV, and we have been looking at opportunities abound in applying for full scholarship. My guest has been Miss Olajumoke Makonjola, and this time around we're having the larger team as King David joins us. Hello, King David. Welcome.
Yeah, well, thank you.
You're sitting like you are the king now, right? So you come and take. All right, so
Good afternoon.
you're welcome. So Mr. Olajumoke has done a bit of this, so we just want to take it a little higher now. We want to look at the toolbox of applying for full scholarship. What are the things that should be in that toolbox? Some get yes, some get no. But for those who get yes, which we are aware that you've been part of, so what are those things? For instance, which country should one target? Which country offers more scholarship?
Okay. In terms of countries that offer more scholarship, I don't think we'll be placing overemphasis on just one country, but countries like the UK offer scholarship, the US, Germany, Australia. There are so many countries that offer a whole lot or a wider range of scholarship. So we cannot just streamline it down to a particular country.
That makes it even more interesting. So you can cast your nets for as wide as you can.
You can explore.
Okay, so what are the courses? Is it STEM courses? Is it social science? What are the courses that offer more that people can really leverage?
Well, I think that at the larger scale of it, there are some scholarship that are course specific. Like the scholarship was designed to attend to a particular industry within a particular economy. Okay. So there are so many, like when you talk about the NMPC scholarship, for example, we already know where it is channeled towards, and some scholarship are also channeled. It's just depending on, I feel like at the core of it, it's depending on the aspect of the economy that body of scholarship has decided to attend to. Absolutely. So that's why we do not have any particular scholarship that is designed solely for you. You just need to typically explore. When the scholarship come out, you tend to see the range of courses that it has been designed to attend to, and if it does suit your checklist, you can put in application.
Okay, you shared a success story the other time, and it gladdens heart to hear that you were part of such from A to Z. Yeah. But it's important to also ask, for some of the scholarship people do interview, right? So is it for all of them to do interview, or some are interview phobia? I mean, interview phobic. They hear of interview, they're afraid. They want to go, they apply for visa, they say interview, they're afraid. So is it all of this scholarship application that people have to appear for interview?
Yeah, but mostly you have to take an exam. Like I said, for them to streamline or sieve some some entries, yes. So they need to, out of thousands or millions of people that is going to apply, definitely they'll write an exam. So after the exam, some people will pass, and it's beyond whatever you've budgeted for. So I feel your interview is going to sieve some other people. Yes.
So I'll come back to you, King David. Like when you do your CV now, let's look at the toolbox. I want us to unpack the toolbox now. Your CV, what should your CV look like when you're applying for? I mean, for sponsorship, for scholarship, what should your CV look like?
Okay, for the CV is meant to be a document that exposes intricate details about you, starting from your who you are, your detailed assessment of who you are, what you believe in, your values, and what you stand for. Then after that, they want to see your educational qualifications. They want to see the level you've gotten to academically. Of course, you need to also be detailed in your CV, because you're applying for a scholarship. You're in competition against so many people, probably in competition against the world. So you would want to place yourself at a bit, and at the core of it is the fact that we tailor our CVs to suit the opportunities we want to apply for. So you need to tailor your CV to suit the opportunity you're planning to apply for. So you would want to place in academic qualifications that are typically relevant to that opportunity. And after that, there is also the experience range. There are some scholarship programs and there are some courses that does require you to have particular real life experiences in some particular field, and you would need to, of course, highlight that significantly with details on your achievement within those roles as at when you help them. So tailoring your CV to suit what you have applied for places you at a better advantage to getting the scholarship, because what they want to see more is they want to see details, very, very strong details about you as a person.
Okay, now CV is just one out of many things that should be in that toolbox for application. So what are those other things? Like, I want to apply for full scholarship now. What are the things that the document, the credentials, the things that
Okay, just like you said, the CV is just one out of many. There is the academic certifications, your transcript, the WAEC, and some other academic qualifications you would want to add up to it. There is the personal statement.
What is that personal statement? It's like there is your personal statement. What is personal statement?
The personal statement.
Let me be realistic. Okay. The first time I had personal statement, in fact, they didn't call it personal statement. They call it PS. Okay. And in my campus, they used to call PS permanent site. So I was thinking, what does permanent site have to do with?
Some people call it statement of purpose.
Statement of purpose, yeah. SOP. I thought it was song of praise. So, personal statement. What is it all about? What is it?
Okay, just like the name does imply, it is called personal.
So it's just a statement.
It's not just a statement.
Like when you go to police station, they say right statement. That statement is just not one statement.
Even the statement within the Nigerian country is more than a statement.
Okay.
Okay, so just like it states, it's a personal statement. It means that it has to do about who you are, what you represent, and why you are a viable investment for that scholarship. They want to see that there. And that means that to a large extent you must have done your research. You must have researched about the scholarship program, what the program is all about, what benefit is included, and what results they want to see after you've undergone the scholarship.
Wow.
And so all of these details is what would help you and guide you and inform you about what to put in your personal statement. But at the core of your personal statement is they want to see who you are, they want to see your future ambitions, they want to see prospect, your future prospect. So your personal statement, like I said, is personal. It gives details about who you are, what you represent, and before you actually jump to write your personal statement, you need to make a very detailed research about what you're writing in your personal statement.
Yeah.
Oh, impressive. In case you're just joining us, you're still onto the program, which is Opportunity Radio TV, and we have been looking at how Nigerians can leverage on full scholarship, and we have been joined by people who have hands-on experience taking people through how they apply for scholarship and they got a yes. So we'll be right back after this time out, but in a moment, if you have interest in applying for something of this nature, I think you should wait for the next segment, which I'll be unpacking some other interesting approaches to this. We'll be back after this time out. All right, welcome back. You're still on to Opportunity Radio TV, reaching you live and direct, reaching you from TVWest. So I'm being joined, as usual, by the representatives from Study Across Globe, Mrs. Olajumoke Makonjola and King David. So just some rapid questions that I'm just going to be asking you. Number one is, the biggest mistake Nigeria makes is what on full scholarship application? With you, Mr. Olajumoke, the biggest mistake Nigeria makes?
The biggest mistake Nigeria makes when it comes to full scholarship is the fact that I feel they've actually, you know, you don't know what they know what they want, but they actually don't know what it all entails. They don't know the documents.
Okay.
You get so.
Okay, that's the biggest mistake they make when it comes to scholarship application.
The non-awareness, they are not aware of what the scholarship entails is all about.
Okay.
You just hear scholarship like.
Okay, I'll come to King David. If I had 200,000, can that take me to putting things together to apply for full scholarship as a Nigerian?
Well, I would say no. And the reason why I would say no is because scholarship are different from each other. There is need-based scholarship and there is merit-based scholarship. They're different from each other. The needs-based scholarship requires quite some. And even before we even dive into the difference between this...
okay, he said no. I just want to get a yes or no. Okay.
No.
Okay, I'll come to me. So okay. The easiest country to target is what?
The easiest country to target based on scholarship, right?
Yes.
Okay, like David has said earlier, we have different countries.
So there's no easiest country.
There's like everything, you know, you have your merit, you have your dismerit. So we have some factors to put into it.
So it does not exist. There's no easiest country.
We have, I will not, don't put me on that spot, please. What I'm saying is we have some conditions that actually merit it. So I will not want us to use easiest.
Okay.
So it's just...
Okay, since there is no easiest, the hardest country to target is which? King David.
The hardest countries to target
based on scholarship.
Yes.
I don't think there is an hard country to target. I just feel like you need to have a merit.
Okay. So what should applicants stop doing and what should applicants start doing? What should applicants start doing?
They should connect to the right source when it comes to the scholarship base.
So what should applicants stop doing?
They should stop just dreaming and start putting together the right documents necessary for the applications.
All right, I think on that note we have been able to touch on vital areas of what it requires for you to apply for full scholarship. I've been joined by very amazing people from Study Across Globe. That is Mrs. Olajumoke Makonyola. Thank you so much for coming to Opportunity Radio TV. I hope next time we'll invite you. You'll be more than willing to join us. And also by King David, the IT of Study Across Globe. Thank you so much for coming to Opportunity Radio TV. Until next edition of Opportunity Radio TV, I remain yours sincerely, Daniel Oweyemi. Ensure that when you see opportunities, you grab it not only with one hand, with two hands. Because the major difference between the rich and the poor is just about the opportunities that they hear of and they take advantage of timely. Thank you so much, executive producer and everyone behind the camera, and we hope that next time you will join us. Thank you and keep watching TVWest. Have a great day. Bye.
Seizures and what happens to those that have been identified to be associated with the seizure. The service has reinforced its core mandate of protecting our national borders through targeted anti-smuggling operations and precise intelligence-driven interventions. Our track record intercepting illegal arms and ammunition underscores our frontline role in the maintenance of national security. The handover ceremony that we are about to witness exemplifies our active collaboration with stakeholders in ridding our society of illicit weapons and strengthening public safety. Let us recall the event of May 2018, when the service intercepted significant cache of arms, including that of 440 pump-action rifles and accessories ingeniously concealed within 516 bags of plaster of Paris cement in 120-footer container with the number PONU 210024/1. And if you can just look across, you will see the container just behind here. This particular gray container. The seizure of this container coincided with heightened security challenges from armed bandits in Northwest and illegal arms proliferations in the Southeast, revealing the linkage between some transnational smuggling networks and our domestic security challenges. Through sustained intelligence operations later in that year, we also intercepted 2 additional containers, CMAU 189817/8 and GESU 255208/1 at Tinkham Highland Port. And these containers also concealing arms and ammunition, amongst others. Therefore, today we will be handing over a total of 1,599 assorted arms and 2,298 live cartridges recovered from these operations. But I'm going to talk to you first about this particular container that is here. Following this particular seizure, we deployed forensic capacities to conduct detailed electronic analysis of customs documentation and shipping records. Through established diplomatic channels, we partnered with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to engage the authorities in Turkey, leading to definitive identification of the purchasing company. The investigation trail, which was supported by financial records obtained through court orders in Nigeria, enabled us to establish the identities of those behind these illegal arms shipments. And through our strategic interagency cooperations, particularly with the assistance of the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, we successfully prosecuted the case, and the SIMS number was FHC/L/339C/208 before the Federal High Court in Lagos. The defendants in the case were Great James Oil and Gas Limited, Ifeoluwa Moses Christ, and Emeka Yume Festus, also known as Amankwa. All of them were convicted on 8-count charges bordering on improper importation. The prosecution successes reinforces the service's zero-tolerance stance against armed trafficking, and it validates the effectiveness and of our judicial collaboration. The proven investigative and prosecutorial approach is currently being applied to recent seizures at the port of Onne, where ongoing investigations continue to yield significant progress within established legal frameworks. And regarding the other ones, those in the 2 other containers, prosecutions is currently going on in the law courts. I can also tell you that we are making progress, and as we hand over these exhibits to the National Center today, we are also going to be handing over the prosecution of the case to the center. Our strategy, combining thorough investigation, decisive prosecution, and successful conviction, has proven effective in dismantling smuggling networks. Let me therefore be clear that we will spare no resource in hunting down, exposing, and prosecuting anyone who attempts to compromise our national security through arms trafficking. We stand ready to deploy our full arsenal of intelligence and enforcement capabilities to protect legitimate trade as we ensure Nigeria's security interests remain paramount. I want to salute the professionalism and courage of our officers who work tirelessly, often in very challenging circumstances, to make these seizures. In addition to those that were made in the ports, some of these seizures were also made by federal operations units in some distant locations in the bushes around our border stations. I commend their effort. More importantly, I also want to commend the effort of the forensic unit of Nigeria Customs Service for their doggedness, for their determination, and high level of professionalism that was exhibited to follow through this particular case and secure conviction. To our partner agencies who have stood shoulder to shoulder with us in this fight, we want to acknowledge their support, and this support has been very instrumental to achieve what we are doing today. Together, we promise that we will continue to build formidable partnerships and create barriers against those who threaten our national security. Let me conclude on the note that the handover of these weapons to the center today symbolizes our commitment to proper disposal of seized arms and highlights our resolve to rid our nations of illegal weapons. We want to thank most sincerely the National Security Advisor that has availed us of the opportunity of working with the National Coordinator and his diligent team at the center, for diligent investigation and prosecution of those that are involved in this heinous crime. Once again, I thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Honor and the privilege to once again welcome you to this significant ceremony. I speak today in a dual capacity as the Director General of the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons and as the representative of the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribadu. I wish to begin by sincerely appreciating the synergy between the National Center, Office of the National Security Advisor, and the 16 government arms-bearing agencies, particularly the Nigeria Customs Service, whose steadfast determination is key to our collective fight against the proliferation of illicit small arms and light weapons. I recall with pride the notable arms bust of July 2024, when the Nigerian Customs Service intercepted 844 rifles and 112,500 rounds of live ammunition at Onne Port, Port Harcourt. The recovered weapons were promptly handed over to the National Center, and importantly, suspects, including the principal suspect, Ali Samson Ofuma, along with 9 accomplices, were subsequently arrested in Abuja and are now facing prosecution. Their apprehension underscores the critical role of our coordinated efforts and reinforces why it is imperative for agencies to continue channeling intercepted arms to the center. Regarding today's handover of intercepted illicit arms by the Nigerian Customs Service, the National Center will take all necessary measures in line with relevant conventions and best practices to permanently remove these weapons from circulation. Since its establishment on the 3rd of May 2021, the National Center has spearheaded multi-stakeholder initiatives to curb the proliferation of illicit small arms and light weapons. We have engaged with ministries, security agencies, international partners, and civil society organizations alike to advance our mission of building a safer, more secure Nigeria and West Africa. Notably, within a short period after assuming office, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, signed the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons Act 2024 into law on 4th June 2024. This swift legislative action underscores the President's unwavering commitment to ensuring peace and tranquility in Nigeria and demonstrates the premium he places on national security for all Nigerians. I would also like to emphasize that the Center's mandate extends far beyond merely receiving illegally acquired arms. As the leading organization for controlling the proliferation of illicit small arms and light weapons in Nigeria, the National Center implements and supervises strategies and policies, collaborates with law enforcement and international bodies, including ECOWAS, the AU, and the UN, manages a national database of weapons, and secures recovered arms. Additionally, the Center serves as the custodian of other categories of weapons, including obsolete stockpiles held by various arms-bearing agencies, which, no longer serving any professional purpose, must be removed from armories to eliminate potential security risks in accordance with international best practices and relevant treaties. By effectively managing the entire life cycle of small arms and light weapons, from registration and tracking to seizure and destruction, the Center actively strengthens our collective security and aligns with global efforts to combat the illicit trade in arms. The National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribadu, has been steadfast in his commitment to our national security, providing the necessary support and enabling environment for the Center to perform its core functions, thereby mitigating threats such as terrorism, kidnapping, banditry, pipeline vandalism, armed robbery, and all the challenges to our national peace and stability. The National Center remains grateful. Let me also extend my profound appreciations to the Controller General of Customs, Dr. Bashir Adewale Adeni MFR, who is indeed a patriotic Nigerian and who has become a true friend of the Center. His alliance and open door approach to the National Center have greatly facilitated our collective efforts, enabling us to achieve significant milestones. I wish to convey the NSA's commendation to all officers and men of the Nigerian Customs Service for their loyalty and tireless efforts, which have led to achieving these critical interceptions. I also wish to appreciate the leadership of all other arms-bearing and security agencies for their dedicated cooperation as we continue to press forward. As we mark yet another milestone in our relentless fight against illicit small arms and light weapons, I urge all stakeholders to remain vigilant and continue our collaborative efforts. Together, in our unified commitment, we can ensure that Nigeria remains resilient against the scourge of unlawful weaponry and that our communities are guided for future generations. Thank you all for your presence and support. May God bless Nigeria.
Like I've explained, there are some of these ones that are already concluded. the case of the container these ones are still undergoing court processes, but we are going to sort out the documentation, but physically we will hand over everything that we have to the Center for More Action. In the interest of national security and effective investigation of these cases, I want to hand over the vodka. Let's try this.
No bullets inside. Devil can't be bullets inside.
Be fast, now be fast. Photo.
How are you, sir? Good morning. How are you? General. How are you? Good morning. How are you, sir? How are you? How are you doing? Yes. Nice to see you. I think we spoke sometimes when we were trying to get crowd from the sugar. Thank you very much. Agitating the mind.
His Imperial Majesty Oba Rashid Adewolu Ladoja, the Oluban of Ibadan. Your Excellency, Mr. President, this is a special visit from a special traditional ruler that you have things in common with.
The people of Oyo State said, are we going to become another Chibok? Is it going to be a perennial issue? But as I said, it has not brought a turning point in the issue of kidnapping in Nigeria, not only in Oyo State. Because people now know that we now have a president who will not negotiate from the position of witness with any kidnapper. So thank you very much. We are really very grateful.
From 8 divisions, now we are now moving to 12 divisions to shorten the response time to give, that response time the teeth that is needed for us to defeat terrorism and banditry. It is very necessary, and we are doing so.
wọ́n ti ṣe ní Ẹ̀pẹ́ rí, wọ́n ti ṣe ní Ìkòròdú, Island ò níye, àwọn Ìkẹjà náà ti ṣe division 5 la ní ìbílẹ̀ 5 kí ló ṣe bí àwa ló kàn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni orí ètò wa náà lẹ́sìn wa kánsù wa ẹ má gbàgbé pé podcast yìí gbogbo ìgbà ló ń wá sí ojú ìwòran yìí lórí ìkànnì TVWest. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìdí tá a sì fi gbé ètò náà kalẹ̀ ni láti máa yànnàná bó ṣe ń lọ sí láwọn ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ wa káàkiri gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀ mẹ́fẹ̀ẹ̀fà tí ìran Yorùbá wà àti káàkiri gbogbo ibi tí ọmọ Yorùbá tá a léwédé tí a tàgbòdé. lónìí mo sọ fún yín ká tó dánu dúró lẹ́ẹ̀kan wípé ẹja ńlá ni àwọn tá a jù sódò mú lónìí lórí ètò alága ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Badagry local government. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn ni àlejò wa lórí ìpele tá a wà yìí tá a pè ní ẹ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀. àwọn náà ni Honourable Ṣẹ́gun Onílùdé. ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí council alága.
olóòtú mo kí yín o, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ṣọ́kọ̀ òjò po.
ó ti mọ́ wa lára bá
dáadáa lẹ dé Ìkẹjà.
ọ̀yá ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré ṣe báyìí. ẹ ti lọ ọdún mẹ́rin àkọ́kọ́, ọdún mẹ́rin kejì lẹ́ ń lò lọ yìí. àwọn ìpèníjà wo ní pàtó lẹ lè tọ́ka sí àti wípé báwo lẹ ṣe dojúkọ àwọn ìpèníjà yìí tó fi ṣe àwọn aráàlú láǹfààní.
ẹ ṣe olóòtú. ìpèníjà àkọ́kọ́ ni àwọn ọ̀nà wa nígbà tá a fẹ́ fi débẹ̀ wọ́n burú jọjọ. tí èèyàn bá kúrò níbi irú Ìkẹjà bí tó ń lọ sí Badagry, aago tó kúrò níbí ló lè sọ, kò lè sọgbà tó máa dán. yàtọ̀ sí yẹn àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n fi ń ṣẹ̀ṣọ́ bíi infrastructure tó lè support ìdàgbàsókè wa wọn ò fi bẹ́ẹ̀ sí níbẹ̀. àwọn ìpèníjà àkọ́kọ́ nìyẹn because ibi téèyàn fẹ́ jókòó sí
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
ó gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ibi tó gbàyàn láàyè, ó gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ibi tó bójú mu,
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
ibẹ̀ lèèyàn ti máa ronú ní ìrònú tó jinlẹ̀. Badagry council Badagry council tó ti pẹ́ ni, ó wà lára àwọn tó ti pẹ́ jù lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yìí láti ìgbà Ègùn Àwórì ló ti wà. ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ilé tó ti pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ wọ̀nyẹn ló wà ń bẹ̀ gbà yẹn. a ṣàwò pé ọ̀nà wo la fẹ́ gbégbà tí a fẹ́ fi bá àwọn akin ẹgbẹ́ wa mú. àwọn nǹkan tí a kọ́kọ́ dojúkọ nìyẹn. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ lénìí àwọn títì wa pẹ̀lú ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ìjọba àpapọ̀ ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àtàwa náà ó ti ń yípadà tó dá ti dé síbẹ̀ inú ọgbà iléeṣẹ́ wa gan káńsù fúnra rẹ̀ ó ti ṣe ìfojú wò sí à ń jókòó nínú àyíká tó dáa à ń ronú tó dáa àdẹ̀gbé nǹkan tó dáa jáde.
Chairman, ṣé ẹ lè sọ pàtó nínú gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ṣe ẹ lè sọ pàtó àwọn infrastructure bíi àwọn ibi tó wà tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ tẹ́ wá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wà tún ṣe ṣe lè sọ pàtó àwọn tẹ́ ti ṣe fún wa.
Bí mo ṣe kọ́kọ́ mẹ́nu bà lẹ́ǹkan ibi ìjókòó ìjọba gan èyí tó ti wà ń bẹ̀ tipẹ́tipẹ́ ni látàyè alálùmọ́lẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n nísìnyí tí gómìnà gan bá fẹ́ lo ọ́fíìsì wa wọ́n kàn lè ní kò tóbi tó ti aláùsá ni ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo àǹfààní tí èèyàn rí nínú ọ́fíìsì ìgbàlódé ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀. A mú àwọn nǹkan tó ṣe mèremère.
You are watching the test transmission of TVWest. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to our social media handle at TVWestNG across all social networks. Thanks for staying with us.
TV West, reporting the West, inspiring progress.
Has many voices. Before the experts debate them, before the politicians defend them, we hear it directly from the people. Hello and welcome to Citizens Direct on TV West. I'm Victoria Okudende, and today we hit the street to ask citizens if Nigeria is doing enough to help young Nigerians thrive in Nigeria. Across Nigeria, many young people are navigating unemployment, rising cost of living, and limited opportunities, but are enough efforts being made to support them? Today on Citizens Direct, we hit the street to ask, is Nigeria doing enough to help young Nigerians thrive? We'll find out.
The government is not really helping the youth in the society at all. Like, no job, youth are just walking around. Some people we won't finish. We have a lot of graduates every day that are graduating from school. No job opportunity for them. They're just walking around trying to like survive. But if the government is able to like give them empowerment, create job opportunity, when we have graduates each year, there's job available for them to like do whatever they want to do. There's job available for the field of their study. Maybe learn a skill. Even when they don't want to learn a skill set, the government has to still make it easier for them.
I know for those young people, I don't see anything. I don't see anything that they will do to help themselves. Everybody go also from January to January. Nothing will come outside. I'm not sure apart from politician begin, because now only politician begin, and then they success for this Nigeria. Like now, if my papa no be politician, so I don't go success for Nigeria. It's even my only hustling. Make government like to me, make government switch my entire politics so I can be able to succeed for this Nigeria.
Enough have not done to youth to succeed in Nigeria. The Nigerian government to find work for youth. There are many youth outside that haven't done anything to themselves. We are just hustling into the streets. It's not making sense. Every day is about hustling every day. But it's not enough. Is not done for we, the Nigerian government. Please try. The youth, the offer that you have in your hand, just use it well for you, the youth. any offer that you have in your hand, just use it well.
I think the government should grant the youth grants. Like grants, since we have enough natural resources in this country, the youth should be in that poor. They shouldn't be going to fraud. If the government can grant us grants to help them in places like IT, tech, and some other sort, probably farming, let's just say stuff like that. And at least we have natural resources in this country enough, like a lot. I don't think this country should be the way it is now. So I'm only pleading to the federal government to help the youth in grants. It's not only the NYC should be getting their allowances. I think the youth of this country should be getting allowances also. And I think if the federal government can't do it for all the whole state, maybe the states should prioritize that on their own end. Or most of all the states have natural resources also, and they should help the youth with it.
My advice about youth is that the way Nigeria is going to soar, is not okay by me, because when we talk about youth, they are the future of tomorrow. Then the way Nigeria is the way Nigeria is today, I don't think our leaders think about youth, because everything is very difficult to every human being. When you are not thinking about youth by tomorrow, you yourself that have children, meaning say you are not thinking well about your children, because if you not do things in order for other people who don't have the capacity to put themselves in order, even your home will not be able to settle in order. When you do well for other children, youth, let's say other generation concern youth, the way you do another person, God will surely put yourself in order too. So our leaders, is not by begging, it's by reality. We should try to work against future generation.
Enough is not being to help Nigerians thrive, because in this country, for example, if you stop 10 people on this street right now and you open their accounts, up to 10 people does not have at least 5k in their account. The poverty level in Nigeria, in average Nigeria, is low. In fact, the bar is in hell. And I can say the government are trying to help us, but they are not helping enough. Like, we're not seeing the news, we are hearing the blogs, we're not seeing the results. All the premises and everything, we're not seeing the result. And in normal Nigeria, if you are pushed to the wall, if you find out like you're pushed to the wall, the wall is going to be elastic. Like, we don't have any limits. Keep suffering. Tomorrow, if fuel price increase to 5,000 naira, everybody's still going to adapt. We'll keep adapting. Till when? We've been talking online, we've been bashing, we've been dragging on X, in fact, all of our social medias, and we're not seeing visible results. We need to hold our leaders accountable. In fact, we need to drag them. We don't have to put them in power. We should question them. What are they doing for us? We need to see the results.
So, if I want to give any youth advice over the issue that is going on, I'll just tell them to keep working hard. Because like this Nigeria is not smiling, and the things are getting more and more expensive. The more petrol gets higher, the more things are getting expensive. The more the dollar gets higher, the more things are getting more expensive. Nigerian governments are not doing anything. That is just the funniest thing. You will see a video of them, they will post themselves in parties. You see a video today, one of them is doing wedding, all of them are attending, spraying money that they are meant to use to change the environment. They are spraying it everywhere in the party. You see a party, all these rich men party, and you'll be like, so they have this amount. I'm not saying they should not do their parties, but I'm just saying they should look into the environment also, into the society also. Sometimes I go to Badagry, I see small children begging, and it's from there anybody can kidnap them, because their family, it's not like their family is not working hard, but things are getting more hard for them. The food they are using to survive is getting more higher. You hear price of rice today, you hear 1,000, tomorrow you hear 1,500, next tomorrow you hear 2,000, which is not meant to be like that. How do you want them to survive?
Actually, I think a lot still has to be done. I think the present-day government, in their own capacity, they think that they have actually done something, but the reality on ground of day-to-day Nigerians is far from the truth. I still believe that a lot more has to be done, most especially in our educational sector. You get, our educational sector is languishing terribly in backwardness. We have gone so far back in our educational sector that a ordinary student doesn't even have a chance of making it in life in this country because the system is set up to fail already. So that's why I said a lot has to be done, you know, to correct some of these things. The method which we have been taught in our country is already outdated, and has been outdated for more than 20 years already. So you can see that from this metric alone, it's outrageous that anybody in his right senses would think that the present-day government is doing enough for the ordinary Nigerian. You see, when we talk about these things, we only look at the smaller scope of it. Giving grants is good. Grants is being given worldwide. Countries that are developed, tomorrow they still give grants. But you cannot give grants when your transportation system is in shambles, your production system, there's no constant electricity, which is one of the pioneering metrics for development in any nation. You understand? So giving grants when other aspects of the government are not even catered for correctly, it's like dashing people money. And that's why you can see the last time the first lady went to some place and was sharing for 5,000, she received a lot of backlash for it. It's not that what she did was wrong, but giving for 5,000 naira to people that the 5,000 naira will not even last the next day, it's like you are dashing them the money. Is that we cannot call that grant? We can't call that empowerment. You understand? It's like you are dashing them money. So grant is when the system is working, then the government comes in to help, you know, and help the normal day citizen to build up something for themselves. You know, Nigerians are hardworking people. I don't know why we had that from the other past government that we are lazy. Just young Nigerians, you can go worldwide. Nigerians are everywhere. If you are lazy people, we won't be everywhere. That's for sure. You understand? So Nigerians are very hardworking, but we have a failed system. That has always been our problem. That is our problem, and that will continue to be our problem if we continue with the style and operation of this type of government that we currently find ourselves in.
So what the government can do, it can empower the youth by, like, all these gadgets that people are selling here now, by, you know, assisting them with some money. You know, it's not everybody can be able to buy, you know, buy or sell. So a lot of people young there, if you go over there now, a lot of people are hustling. You understand? A lot of them are hustling, you know, by dragging people to come and buy so that they can feed themselves. So the government can empower them by assisting most of them. For even if you go there now, you can see a lot of graduated. Most of them are graduated. So some of them are there.
Enough is being done because when you look at the environment generally, so they give us free access, free movement to do a lot of things. So see, let me say this, especially this our generation, this fourth generation that we are. So there is enough of opportunity for you. If you know how to handle your gadget very well, your phone or your laptop very well, you can do a lot of things on it. So government give us free access to do whatever you like. If you want to do some business, there's some business that you do, like all those forest trading or whatever. You can do them and make your money from there. So there are a lot of things like that, like real estate company. You can open your own business and everything. And there's a freedom for all those things in Nigeria. So I think government give us enough space or chance to do all those things.
The system or the state, Nigerian state presently, is good enough. It's conducive for entrepreneurship development to help young people. It's just that the government or those who are in power, the leaders, are more religious instead of being more realistic. They are supposed to support young people by involving strategists like myself and other people who believe firmly in this country. But instead, they are being religious and they are being sarcastic, which is not the best. But we remain one of the most blessed nations on earth. If you travel around the country, you will see for yourself how rich we are in terms of land and other very valuable natural resources. So it's a blessed country, it's a blessed place.
No. I mean, in the state we are in today, the youths, most of us have to take 2 or more jobs just to get enough income to keep running our lives on a daily basis. So it's not sustainable like that. It has been the same thing that has been plaguing jobs, infrastructure, policies, things that would really get the youth to go into. I mean, without that, people are just going to Yahoo, kidnapping, money ritual.
To my own opinion, I don't know others, and to what I see, there is no effort that is being done by the president or by anybody at all to help the youth. If any youth will come out and say Nigeria is doing anything to help them, maybe it's the people that is close to the top people. They are benefiting as family or as friend. But we that we have nobody, we are struggling on our own. Could you imagine somebody who graduates from university who have no job? At the end of the day, you find a PS job to do. The PS job, maybe you will get 5,000 naira, most especially here in Lagos. Kai will come and collect their own. Agboro will come. Task force will come. Different people will be chasing you over this. Or if you don't pay, they will scatter your market. In fact, like last 2 weeks ago, people lost their money here. People that are struggling, borrowing money, they will start paying that money like from nowhere, from scratch. So I don't see anything that the government is doing to help the youth future. If you are youth, I would like you to struggle on your own, plan your future daily, pray daily. That's the only thing that will keep you. If you are putting your hope on the government, you will fail your family, you will fail your generation.
Have shared their concerns about issues affecting them and also offered possible solutions. But the question now is whether those responsible will listen, but not just listen, and act according to the needs of young Nigerians trying to earn a living. This is Citizens Direct on TVWest. I'm Victoria Okudende. Thank you for joining us.
You are watching the test transmission of TVWest. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to our social media handle at TVWestNG across all social networks. Thanks for staying with us.
TV West, reporting the West, inspiring progress.
You are watching the test transmission of TVWest. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to our social media handle at TVWestNG across all social networks. Thanks for staying with us.
TV West, reporting the West, inspiring progress.
dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ọba dániwáyé ọba ṣẹ̀dá ọba tó ka èmi àti ẹ̀yin sí ní àkókò tí ẹ̀ ń wo ìkànnì TVWest yìí. A mú ètò kan pàtàkì. Kí la pè ètò náà? Kí ni Bíbélì sọ? Lórí ètò yìí la ó ti máa jíròrò, la ó ti pe àwọn akọni ẹ̀dá, àwọn tó mọ̀ ti fún tẹ̀dọ̀ inú Bíbélì, ìyẹn àwọn àlùfáà, àwọn pásítọ̀ tí wọ́n mọ ibi tí wọ́n dojú ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run kọ nínú Bíbélì, ibi tí a ó ti máa jíròrò àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó ta kókó. Lónìí, àlùfáà wà nínú ilé agodo níbí báyìí. Ìyẹn àlùfáà wo ni mò ń pè rí? The Venerable Simeon Ajayi láti inú ìjọ The African Church Emmanuel Parish Ọgbà. Àwọn ni a ó jìjọ máa gbé àkórí ọ̀rọ̀ tòní ni pé kí ni Bíbélì sọ lórí ìdámẹ́wàá àti ọrẹ. Orúkọ mi ò yí padà, Àbọ̀sẹ̀dé Adégbóyèga lórúkọ mi. Ẹ máa bá wa. Ẹ̀yin ará ilé, ẹ bá mi kí káàbọ̀ sínú ìkànnì yìí lówùúrọ̀ yìí. Àlùfáà àgbà ìjọ The African Church Emmanuel Parish Ọgbà, The Venerable Simeon Ajayi. Ẹ káàbọ̀, ẹ bá mi kí àwọn ará ilé.
Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀, a kí gbogbo àwọn ará ilé ìgbẹ́ tẹ̀ wò wá pé àkókò yìí àwọn àdúrà pé Ọlọ́run àánú àfihàn ẹ̀ àbáyé gbé nígbà gbogbo kan Jésù. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀.
Lákòókò yìí a ó máa ṣàgbéyẹ̀wò kókó ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ wípé kí ni Bíbélì sọ lórí ìdámẹ́wàá àti ọrẹ. Nínú Bíbélì àwọn kan gbàgbọ́ wípé wọ́n kọ síbẹ̀ pé dandan ni kí a máa san ìdámẹ́wàá. Àwọn kan sì gbàgbọ́ pé torí àwọn èèyàn Ísírẹ́lì lásìkò yẹn òfin Mosaic òun ni wọ́n ń lò, òye ló sọ wípé kí wọ́n máa san ìdámẹ́wàá. Kí ni ẹ lè bá wa sọ nípa ìdámẹ́wàá?
Ìdámẹ́wàá gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ti pè ní èdè Yorùbá, mo mọ̀ pé ní ayé tí a wà lónìí ó ti jẹ́ nǹkan tí ó ti dá àríyànjiyàn tó pọ̀ sílẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n tá a bá wò ó lọ síbi tí ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, a rí i pé ìdámẹ́wàá ò yẹ kó jẹ́ ohun tó máa di àríyànjiyàn gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ti ń fà á nínú ní kúkúrú èdè. Ìdámẹ́wàá ní bí Yorùbá ṣe pé ó jẹ́ ìdámẹ́wàá ohun tí èèyàn ní àfi fún Ọlọ́run. Ó lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá ńlá wa tí a pè ní Ábúráhámù. Níbẹ̀ ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, ẹni àkọ́kọ́ tó san ìdámẹ́wàá nìyẹn. Sísan ìdámẹ́wàá ti ẹ̀dẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ́ kì í ṣe pé Ọlọ́run ló pa á láṣẹ fún láti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Òun fúnra ara ẹ̀ láti inú ẹ̀ ló fi ẹ̀mí ìmoore hàn sí Ọlọ́run. Bàbá wò ó nínú Bíbélì, ìwé Genesis orí 14, àárín ńbẹ̀ Ábúráhámù jáde ó lọ ja ogun láti gba Lot sílẹ̀ kúrò lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó kó àwọn ará Sódómù àti Lot, nítorí gbà yẹn Lot ń gbé ní ilẹ̀ Sódómù, so ogun wá ja ilẹ̀ Sódómù àti Gòmórà, so wọ́n kó Lot pẹ̀lú àwọn ogun yẹn. So Lot dẹ̀ jẹ́ bí àbúrò sí Ábúráhámù, so Ábúráhámù jáde ó lọ jagun, ó dẹ̀ gba Lot sílẹ̀, ó tún kó ẹrù, ó kẹrù, ó kó wálé. So nígbà tó fi wá délé, inú ẹ̀ dùn pé bí ogun yẹn ṣe le tó, òun ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ láti borí. So ó wá ní òun dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run, láti inú ọkàn rẹ̀ ló fi sọ pé ókè, gbogbo nǹkan tó ń kọ́ lójú ogun yẹn, ìdámẹ́wàá ẹ̀ òun fi fún ẹ tí a pè ní Mèkísédékì. Nínú Genesis chapter 14 yẹn a pè ní ọba Salem, king of Salem. Àdìtú mìíràn nìyẹn ká fi yẹn sílẹ̀. So òun ni ẹni tí Ábúráhámù fún ní ìdámẹ́wàá ní àkókò yẹn. So ó jẹ́ ohun tó ti inú ẹ̀ wá tí olóyìnbó pè ní voluntary act of gratitude to God. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó ń tẹ̀síwájú lábẹ́ òfin Mósè gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ, so àwọn èèyàn rí i pé òkè Ábúráhámù ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, Jákọ́bù ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, so kẹ́ka kúkú fi ká sọ́ di òfin fún gbogbo ènìyàn láti máa mú ìdámẹ́wàá wá fún sí ilé Ọlọ́run torí pé oore ọ̀fẹ́ yìí á jẹ́ kí a lè ṣe ìtọ́jú àwọn ọmọ Léfì àti àwọn mìíràn tó jẹ́ pé wọn ò ní àǹfààní láti ní àwọn ohun tí wọ́n tó yẹ kán ní láti fi tọ́jú ara wọn, àwọn bí opó, àwọn ọmọ aláìní bàbá àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. So torí ìdí èyí ni a ṣe sọ di òfin lábẹ́ òfin Mósè wípé kí gbogbo ènìyàn kí wọ́n máa mú ìdámẹ́wàá èrè oko àbí ohun gbogbo tó tí Ọlọ́run bá pèsè fún wọn kí wọ́n máa mú wá. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ fi àṣẹ sí i, so láti ìgbà yẹn ló ti di òfin tí àwọn ará Ísírẹ́lì ń tẹ̀lé.
Ní àwọn ará Ísírẹ́lì ni wọ́n ń tẹ̀lé, bọ̀ ní òde òní àòsí láyé ìgbà àwọn Ísírẹ́lì gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, sọ wípé voluntarily bàbá wa Ábúráhámù ni wọ́n sọ wípé kí a máa san ìdámẹ́wàá, kì í ṣe òfin láti ọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run bá. ẹ wá sọ pé wọ́n ti sọ di òfin, ǹjẹ́ ó pọn dandan fún Kìrìsìtẹ́nì láti máa san?
Ní gbogbo ọ̀nà generally bóyá ẹ̀kan lóṣù, ẹ̀kan lọ́sẹ̀, ojoojúmọ́, ìdámẹ́wàá ohun tí ó yẹ kí ó jẹ́ ni wípé ó yẹ kó jẹ́ ohun tí ènìyàn ń ṣe láti inú ọkàn rẹ̀ láti fi ẹ̀mí ìmoore hàn sí Ọlọ́run. Ní ti ìhà bóyá kó jẹ́ dandan àbí kó má jẹ́ dandan, mo fẹ́ ká wò ó ní ìwò wípé ká má wò ó gẹ́gẹ́ bí òfin, ká wò ó bí ìwò pé kí ni ìdí ẹ̀ tí a fi sọ di òfin lábẹ́ òfin Mósè. Ìdí ẹ̀ ni wípé gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ti sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, ká lè ní àwọn nǹkan láti fi pèsè fún àwọn ọmọ Léfì, àwọn aláìní, àwọn opó, àwọn àlejò àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Bí a bá wo eléyìí dáadáa ní àwòjinlẹ̀, ó yẹ ká wò ó ní ọkàn wa wípé ohun tí ìdí tí a fi sọ di òfin ni láti máa ṣe ìpèsè fún àwọn tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó fún. tó bá wò ó ní ìwò yẹn, ká tún wò ó pẹ̀lú ohun tí Ábúráhámù ṣe láti fi ẹ̀mí ìmoore hàn sí Ọlọ́run. Kò yẹ kí á tiẹ̀ ṣe ẹ̀sọ́ fún onígbàgbọ́ kan káṣẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ ń pa fún ẹ àbí káṣẹ́ ẹ̀sọ́ fún ẹ pé òfin dè ẹ́ pé kó san ìdámẹ́wàá. Ó yẹ kó rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀nà láti fi ẹ̀mí ìmoore ó ṣiṣẹ́, Ọlọ́run fún ọ ní èrè. Torí pé kìí ṣe ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí onígbàgbọ́ gbàgbọ́ pé ohunkóhun tí ènìyàn bá ní kìí ṣe nípa ipá, kìí ṣe nípa agbára, kìí ṣe nípa oore ọ̀fẹ́ Ọlọ́run. So bí a bá rí oore ọ̀fẹ́ yẹn gbà tó ṣiṣẹ́ tó ní èrè, bóyá ó ń gbowó oṣù ní gbowó oṣù àbí bóyá ó ń tajà tó ní àwọn èrè lórí ẹ̀, ó yẹ kó kọ́kọ́ fi ọkàn dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé Ọlọ́run mo dúpẹ́ o, so fún eléyìí tí ẹ ṣe fún mi nínú èrè tí mo rí yìí mo fi eléyìí fún ẹ.
Ó dáa, ẹ jẹ́ ká tún wò báyìí. Èmi bí mo ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, oníṣẹ́ oṣù ni mí, mò ń gbowó oṣù, bóyá mo gba 100,000. Mo tún ń ṣí ṣọ́ọ̀bù, mò ń tajà ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tún fi owó ránṣẹ́ sí mi, ó di ọ̀nà mẹ́ta, àbí? Ṣé nínú owó oṣù mi yẹn ni mo ti máa yan ìdámẹ́wàá ni? Àbí nínú owó ṣọ́ọ̀bù ni mo ti máa yan ìdámẹ́wàá ni? Tàbí nínú owó ẹ̀bùn owó tí wọ́n fún mi, ṣé náà ni màá ti yan ìdámẹ́wàá? Àbí lórí mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta tí bá ṣàkójọpọ̀ mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta ni màá ti yan ìdámẹ́wàá? Èwo gangan ni ìdámẹ́wàá nínú mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta?
Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Tabadika wò gẹ́gẹ́ bí ohun tí ó wà nínú òfin Mósè, ó ní nínú èrè oko àbí iṣẹ́ tí èèyàn bá ń ṣe kan yọ ìdámẹ́wàá kúrò. So tabadika wò ìyẹn ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń wò ní ayé òde òní pé lórí bóyá wọ́n gba sálárì wọ́n á yọ, àbí bóyá lórí pé bóyá wọ́n ń tajà wọ́n á yọ. So bóyá lórí ẹ̀bùn èèyàn kan fún yàn lẹ́bùn àbí nǹkan kan, ẹlòmíì ò kí ń wò lọ sí sáìdì bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n bí Olúwa bá fi sí ènìyàn lọ́kàn, ẹ rí ohun kan tí mo máa ń sọ fún èèyàn pa ìdámẹ́wàá, òun ni eléyìí pé fífún Ọlọ́run ní ìdámẹ́wàá, ohun tó ń sọ ní ọkàn ẹ ni wípé owó tí mo rí yìí àbí owó tó wà lọ́wọ́ mi, òun kọ́ ni báwo ni Yorùbá ṣe máa pè, òun kọ́ ni source.
Òun kọ́ ni ọ̀nà tí mo gbà pawó.
Òun kọ́ ni source láti pèsè fún mi. Ọlọ́run òun ni source mi. So ohun tí ó túmọ̀ sí lọ́dọ̀ tèmi nìyẹn. Bí ènìyàn bá, because ìdí tí ẹlòmíì fi máa ń wò pé kò nídìí ìdámẹ́wàá nìkan nítorí pé ẹlòmíì lè wo owó tó kó jọ ẹ wá wò pé tó bá yọ ìdá mẹ́wàá lórí ẹ̀ ó wo bí ìdá mẹ́wàá ẹ̀ ṣe pọ̀ tó ẹ̀ máa kó ilé ló ti pọ̀ ju máa kó lẹ̀ fọlọ́run lọ́kàn tiẹ̀ nǹkan tó ti ń rò lọ́kàn ẹ̀ ni pé bóun bá yọ owó yẹn èyí tó kù lè má tó òun náà níwàá àwọn tó ń yọ tí wọ́n fi ìgbàgbọ́ sọ́kàn rí pé kì í ṣe owó yẹn gangan ni ó ń tọ́jú mi bí ìbá ṣe ọlọ́run wọ́n á yọ láì ronú pé méjì torí pé wọ́n mọ̀ pé kò sí ohun tí mo yọ yìí àbí èyí tó ṣẹ́kù ohun gangan kọ́ ni ohun tó máa gbé mi di bóyá oṣù tó ń bọ̀ àbí whatever bí kò ṣe wípé mò ń fi fún ọlọ́run ẹni tó jẹ́ orísun ìpèsè mi kò dẹ̀ sí bó ṣe lè pọ̀ tó bóyá lórí ẹ̀bùn tán fún mi ni o àbí bóyá lórí owó oṣù ni o àbí bóyá lórí owó tí mo pa lórí ọjà kò sí bó ṣe lè pọ̀ tó mo fi fún olúwa nítorí pé òun ni orísun ìpèsè fún mi so ohun tí mo máa ń gba àwọn ènìyàn níyànjú nìyẹn nǹkan tí ọlọ́run fẹ́ rí gan nìyẹn torí pé ọkàn kì í ṣe pé nípa kákan wípé mo ń tẹ̀lé òfin ní ká máa ṣe mo dẹ̀ ń ṣe no ọkàn tó fi ṣe Jésù sọ nínú ìwé Matthew orí 23 ibẹ̀ ló ti bá àwọn Farisí wí tó láwọn ẹ̀ mú òfin yẹn gan pé o gbọ́dọ̀ san ìdá mẹ́wàá o gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe báyìí o gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe so ìyẹn ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn máa ń kòtì láyé òde òní Matthew 23 pé Jésù gan ò fara mọ́ ìdá mẹ́wàá because bíbélì yẹn sọ ńbẹ̀ Jésù sọ fún àwọn Farisí ó ní ègbé ni fún yín ẹ̀yin Farisí torí pé ẹ̀yin san ìdá mẹ́wàá míǹtì àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ó ní ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin ẹ fi ọ̀ràn tó tóbi jù nínú òfin ẹ fi sílẹ̀ láì ṣe èyí ni àánú òtítọ́ àti òdodo ó ní ẹ fi wọ́n yẹn sílẹ̀ ó ní ẹ wá ń san ìdá mẹ́wàá ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó máa parí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ mẹ́ẹ̀ ó ní gbogbo ìwọ̀n yìí ni ẹ ò gbọ́dọ̀ fi sílẹ̀ láì ṣe àti ìdá mẹ́wàá náà so ohun tó ń sọ ni wípé mi ò ní kẹ́ má san ìdá mẹ́wàá o ṣùgbọ́n ohun tó ṣe pàtàkì jù ìdí tí Ọlọ́run kan fi sọ pé kẹ́ ẹ ṣe ni pé láti fi pèsè fún àwọn tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó fún láti ṣe bó ti tọ́ ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tẹ́ bá ń san ìdá mẹ́wàá ṣùgbọ́n ẹ ń fìyà jẹ lòmíì àwọn tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó fún ẹ pọ́n wọn lójú kí ni àǹfààní ìdá mẹ́wàá tẹ́ ń san.
tó dáa jẹ́ ká wá wò láti bí ṣé dandan ni kó jẹ́ pé ìjọ Ọlọ́run ni mo máa san ìdá mẹ́wàá sí mo lè lérò àwọn Farisí àwọn ọmọ Léfì ló ní ká fún ní ìdá mẹ́wàá àbí.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
tí máa rò pé mi ò sọ ìdá mẹ́wàá tèmi sínú ìjọ mo fẹ́ fi ìdá mẹ́wàá mi mo fẹ́ fi fún àlùfáà àbí mo fẹ́ fún pásítọ̀ ṣó tọ̀nà.
ok láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ńgbà tó di òfin lábẹ́ òfin Mósè àwọn ọmọ Léfì ló ń gbà ìdá mẹ́wàá ẹ mọ̀ nínú àwọn ọmọ Jákọ́bù 12 ni wọ́n so ìran Léfì nínú gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Jákọ́bù ìran wọn ni wọn ò ní ìpín bóyá a pín ilẹ̀ fún wọn torí pé a pè wọ́n ní ọmọ Léfì so a gbàgbọ́ pé nínú iṣẹ́ Léfì iṣẹ́ àlùfáà nìkan ti lọ máa jẹ so nípa bẹ́ẹ̀ ni a ṣe sọ pé àwọn nìkan máa gba ìdá mẹ́wàá ẹ wá sí ayé òde òní nírú ìjọ tí èmi ti wá tó jẹ́ African Church ètò ti wà ètò bíi pé ẹni tó bá jẹ́ àlùfáà nínú ìjọ wa ó ń gba sálárì lóṣooṣù àti ṣètò pé tóṣù bá parí òye báyìí la máa fún ẹ gẹ́gẹ́ bí owó oṣù ẹ so nítorí bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ó bá ti ń gba sálárì tá a ti ń ṣètò pé ìpèsè wà fún so ìdá mẹ́wàá yẹn ó kúkú lọ sínú church níbi tá a ti ṣètò pákéjì owó oṣù fún àlùfáà yẹn so that is why tó fi jẹ́ pé ní ayé òde òní a gba àwọn èèyàn ní ìmọ̀ràn pé ẹ san sí church especially àwọn ìjọ tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní ètò owó oṣù fún àlùfáà.
ǹjẹ́ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ni fún mi pé mi ò fẹ́ fi tèmi sí inú ìjọ àlùfáà ni mo fẹ́ fún tàbí kí n fi fún aláìní níta tí ò ṣe nínú ìjọ ẹ mọ̀ mo lè dédé wò pé ìdá mẹ́wàá tèmi obìnrin kan wà lọ́nà àdúgbò mi àgbàdo ló ń ta ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó fún ṣé mo lè lo ìdá mẹ́wàá mi yẹn mo lè lo láti fi ràn ọ́ lọ́wọ́ kó dẹ̀ jẹ́ ìtẹ́wọ́gbà níwájú Ọlọ́run pé mo ti san ìdá mẹ́wàá.
ó ṣeé ṣe láti jẹ́ pé ó jẹ́ ìtẹ́wọ́gbà níwájú Ọlọ́run pé bá san ní ìlànà yẹn ṣùgbọ́n ohun tí ẹ ò gbọ́dọ̀ gbàgbé ni wípé kò gbọ́dọ̀ sí ààyè nínú ìjọ tẹ̀ ń lọ láti sọ wípé bóyá wọn ò rí owó oṣù àlùfáà san. ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ yẹn yé yín? torí pé pàtàkì ni wípé wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe ìtọ́jú àlùfáà.
àwọn ilé ìjọsìn kan lóde òní wọ́n máa ń fi ègún sí orí pé tó bá ti san ìdámẹ́wàá nǹkan báyìí ló máa ṣe é, nǹkan báyìí ṣé bíbélì ṣe sọ nìyẹn pé dandan ni kí wọ́n fi ègún lé ẹni tí ò san ìdámẹ́wàá.
irú ìyẹn mo fẹ́ gbàgbọ́ pé wọ́n lo ìwé málákì tẹ́ bá rántí málákì náà sọ ń pa ìdámẹ́wàá orí 3 ó ní láti ẹnu wòlíì málákì ó sọ pé ọlọ́run sọ pé ẹ̀yin jà mí ní olè ọ̀nà wo lẹ fi ń gbàjà mí ní olè nípa ìdámẹ́wàá àti ọrẹ. Ó wá tẹ̀síwájú ẹni gbogbo ìdámẹ́wàá wá sílé wọn kí oúnjẹ lè wà ní ilé mi. Ó ní ẹ fi èyí dán mi wò bí èmi kì yóò bá kòkòrò ajẹnirun wí lórí yín. So ẹlòmíì máa ń mú bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ó túmọ̀ sí pé tó o bá sán kòkòrò ajẹnirun lè jẹ́ o ó lè jẹ́ o tó yẹn lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ máa ń lò. Ṣùgbọ́n ọlọ́run wa kì í ṣe ẹni tó jẹ́ pé kì í ṣọba àkà. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó ju ọ̀rọ̀ ìdámẹ́wàá lọ ọlọ́run á tún wò wọ́n báyìí.
A tún dáríjì wá.
Àwa gangan ló yẹ ká wò pé ojúṣe lélẹ̀ kò dìgbà tó jẹ́ pé bóyá wọ́n bá ṣe threatening ẹ pé tó o bá sán o báyìí máa ṣe ìgbà yẹn lọ lómi náà jẹ́ kó jẹ́ láti ọkàn sí ọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run.
Ẹ̀yin ará ilé, mo lérò wípé ẹ ti rí nǹkan ẹyọ kan tàbí méjì mú nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tí àlùfáà wa the venerable Simeon Ajayi láti ìjọ the African Church Emmanuel Parish No. 1 Thomas Alako Street Ìjàyè Ọgbà tí wọ́n bá wa yànnàná láàárọ̀ yìí. Àwọn ìbéèrè kan ti ń wọlé láti àwọn ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn ará ilé. Ní báyìí ká tó máa mú àwọn ìbéèrè yẹn gbéyẹ̀wò ẹ jẹ́ ká dé òkè náà. Padà sórí ètò kí ni bíbélì sọ lórí ìkànnì TVWest. Ọ̀kanòjọ̀kan ìbéèrè ló ti wọlé àtọ̀ sí àwọn ìbéèrè lórí ìdámẹ́wàá o. Ìbéèrè àkọ́kọ́ tí mo ní níbí báyìí ló sọ wípé akíyín o àǹtí Abọ́sẹ̀dé à ń gbádùn ètò yín. Ìbéèrè tèmi kì í ṣe lórí ìdámẹ́wàá àti ọrẹ o. Ìbéèrè tèmi ni pé kí ni bíbélì sọ lórí ká máa mu sìgá tàbí ká ya tàtú ká dá imú lu. Ǹjẹ́ kí ni bíbélì sọ lórí ẹ̀? Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ bíbélì kọ́kọ́ fìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀ pé kò dáa fún ọmọ ènìyàn láti dámú lu tàbí láti ya tàtú sára?
Dá imú lu.
Àǹtí Fọláṣadé Phillips láti Arigidi Àkókó nípínlẹ̀ Ondo ni wọ́n béèrè ìbéèrè yìí.
Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí èèyàn kan mi ò kì í ṣe àlùfáà tó máa ń sọ pé òfin nǹkan tó fin bá sọ ẹ tẹ̀lé àbí báyìí. Èmi máa ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé ìjọsìn pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run ó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú ìbáṣepọ̀ nínú ọkàn yìí àti Olúwa. Mo máa ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn ohun tẹ́ ẹ sọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yàtàtú
ọ̀dàmúlu ọ̀dàdòdòlu ọ̀dàhànlu wọ́n ṣe jẹ́ ikọ̀ yìí.
Nínú Bíbélì láyé àtijọ́ wọ́n rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí irú tàtú mi a rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí àṣà àwọn ilẹ̀ ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn ilẹ̀ kan wà tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì lọ a pe àwọn kan ní báwo ni bíbélì ṣe pè wọ́n bí àwọn Gentiles, àwọn tí ẹ mọ̀ pa Ọlọ́run ka àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn ẹni lójú Ọlọ́run. Àwọn míì wọ́n bí àwọn ará Kénáánì àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, àwọn yẹn Ọlọ́run lé wọn kúrò nílẹ̀ wọn tí àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì gbà bẹ́ẹ̀. So àwọn yẹn ó ní àṣà táwọn ń ṣe, Ọlọ́run mìíràn làwọn yẹn ń sìn. Ní ọ̀dọ̀ tiwọn irú tàtú yẹn ń sìn ó jẹ́ bí ọ̀nà tí àwọn fi ń jọ́sìn fún Ọlọ́run wọn. So ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nínú àwọn àṣà yẹn ní Ọlọ́run lọ́run kó tẹ́ bá dé ilẹ̀ tẹ́ ń lọ ilẹ̀ àjèjì ní o, ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin lẹ fẹ́ lọ gbà, ẹ má darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn kẹ́ lọ máa ṣe àwọn àṣà tí wọ́n ń ṣe o. ṣe yín máa ẹ̀. So òun ni ó fi dàbẹ́ ní pé nínú Bíbélì àwọn wò bí ẹni pé ní àwọn májẹ̀mú láéláé àìlọ́wọ́ sí, ṣùgbọ́n ẹ bá wá tó wá wò wá sí àṣà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, ṣe mọ̀ pé fashion àbẹ́mù.
Àwọn ìyá wa láyé ọjọ́ sí wọ́n fi kọ orúkọ wọn sí Àgbékẹ́, Àdùnní.
Sọ̀rọ̀ mi yé yìí, so tábà wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ pé máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbà bí ìgbà ọtí, a kàn máa tanra wa jẹ ni, a dẹ̀ fi àwọn nǹkan tó ṣe pàtàkì sílẹ̀ láì ṣe. Èmi á máa sọ fún àwọn èèyàn wípé ohun tó máa ṣe irú ọ̀rọ̀ tí sìgá mímu àbúrò ọ̀tẹ̀gbà.
Sìgá mímu náà wà bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ó wà gẹ́gẹ́ ni ẹ ṣe sọ. Àti tẹ́lòmíì bá béèrè lọ́wọ́ mi nípa ọtí mímu náà. Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí, ìdí tí Ọlọ́run ṣe máa sọ wípé ẹ má ṣe báyìí òun ni nítorí wípé kí ni àtúbọ̀tán àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí tó máa fà sí ìlera ara rẹ̀. So bó bá ti ń ṣe nǹkan kan tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé ó máa ní àtúbọ̀tán tó bá àgọ́ ara ẹ̀, ara nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run fẹ́ ká yàgò fún nìyẹn. Nítorí ara wa dẹ̀ ni ò kì í ṣe Ọlọ́run ò fi òfin sílẹ̀ nítorí tiẹ̀. Gbogbo òfin tẹ́ bá rí torí ara wa ni o, kì í ṣe torí bóyá ẹ pa òfin mọ́ ẹ pòfin mọ́, Ọlọ́run jọ́ Ọlọ́run lọ.
Ìyẹn ni pé ẹni tó bá ṣe Jẹ́ríkò ẹ̀bí alọ́mọkùnrin tó ya tàtú tó dá múlu, ṣùgbọ́n tí iṣẹ́ ìsìn ẹ̀ pé lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ọba, ǹjẹ́ nǹkan kò lẹ́ṣẹ̀.
Ohun mìíràn tún ni wípé ohun tó bá ti ṣe tó bá máa mú ẹlòmíràn kọsẹ̀, gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹnìkan mo ṣe wà yìí, èmi fẹ́ràn tàtú yẹn, ó ní báwọn kan ṣe máa ṣe tó jẹ́ pé tí n bá rí báyìí ó máa wù mí. Ṣùgbọ́n èmi ò lè ṣe nítorí pé tí n bá ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí àlùfáà tí àwọn èèyàn wò àwòkọ́ṣe, ẹlòmíì lè lọ ṣe tiẹ̀ lọ́nà tó jẹ́ wípé ó máa di àkóbá fún un.
Ó dà, ìbéèrè yìí rèé láti ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́, láti Èrúwà. Precious Olúfẹ́mi ó sọ wípé wọ́n sọ pé ìpè máa dún, pé rapture máa wà, ṣé lásìkò yìí ni? Ìgbà wo ni rapture yẹn fẹ́ dé gan? Ṣé báyìí máa ń wò ní ọjọ́ àmáwòmáwò wọn ní pé ó fún fèrè ni, tàbí bó gangan lọ́kọ́ sí? Ó lóun ti ṣèwádìí nínú Bíbélì, òun ò ríbi tó kọ rapture sí nínú Bíbélì. Ǹjẹ́ ẹ lè bá wa fìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀?
Ìpè máa dún, rapture àti ìpadàbọ̀ Jésù lẹ́ẹ̀kejì, àwọn èèyàn máa ń kó mọ́ra. Ìpadàbọ̀ Jésù lẹ́ẹ̀kejì àti ìgbàsókè àwọn àyànfẹ́ wà nílé ìjọba wo ìwé Tẹsalóníkà, wọn á rí mbẹ̀, Tẹsalóníkà kejì wọn á rí mbẹ̀, bá dẹ̀ wo ìwé Revelation wọn á rí mbẹ̀. So ó kì í ṣe pé bóyá irọ́, nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ni. Jésù nígbà tó ń lọ ó lóun padà bọ̀ láti wá kó àwọn àyànfẹ́ tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n ìgbà tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ni kan sọ pé àwọn áńgẹ́lì Ọlọ́run ò lè sọ, ṣùgbọ́n ká má gbé ìgbé ayé wa pé ìgbà wo ni rapture fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀, máa gbé ìgbé ayé ẹ̀ bí ìgbà tó jẹ́ pé rapture gan ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ọ̀la. So ẹlòmíì àwọn míì máa calculate pé bóyá tí rapture báyìí di the next 50 years, yẹ kí n jẹ ayé mi bó bá ṣe wù mí, tó bá ti kù 2 years kí rapture tó ṣẹlẹ̀, máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ni máa gbégbé ayé. No, Ọlọ́run yẹn kọ́ lọ́lọ́run sọ fún wa, ẹ gbégbé ayé tó dára, bóyá rapture máa ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́la àbí lọ́túnla.
Àwọn ará ilé wọn sọ wípé àwọn kí àlùfáà wa pé wọ́n kú iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run, wọ́n gbàdúrà, wọ́n ní òróró yín wọ́n ní kí Ọlọ́run túbọ̀ máa bùkún òwúrò yín. Ó wá béèrè ó ní orúkọ òun ni Jàre Olúṣayọ̀ láti Tọpó ní Badagry nípínlẹ̀ Èkó. Wọ́n ní ṣé Ọlọ́run máa ń gbọ́ gbogbo àdúrà àbí àwọn òun máa ń gba àwọn àdúrà kan àwọn kan máa gbà àwọn kan ò ní gbà. Ṣé kí ló dé pé kò ṣe gbogbo àdúrà téèyàn bá ń gbà lọ́lọ́run máa ń gbà?
Nínú àdúrà tí Jésù kọ́ wa, ara àwọn kan tó kọ́kọ́ sọ nù ní pé kí ìjọba rẹ dé, ìfẹ́ tìrẹ ni kí a ṣe ní ayé wọ́n ti ń ṣe bí wọn. Ó túmọ̀ sí pé nínú àdúrà téèyàn bá ń gbà, èyí tẹ́ ọ bá rí pé ó ṣẹ, ó túmọ̀ sí pé ìfẹ́ Ọlọ́run wà, ìfẹ́ tìrẹ ni kó ṣẹ. Pàápàá jùlọ ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ń béèrè nǹkan lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run, ìfẹ́ Ọlọ́run ló máa ṣẹ o. So èyí tó bá dàbí ẹni pé òun béèrè fún, ṣùgbọ́n kì í ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bá ṣe máa ń ṣe àpẹẹrẹ ọmọ kékeré tó ṣẹ̀ ń ṣe kíní tó ti ń béèrè fún jet, kí ló fẹ́ fi ṣe, àbọ̀ béèrè fún mọ́tò. Ẹlòmíì máa béèrè fún nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé kíní ẹ̀ ló máa pa, Ọlọ́run ò ní fún nírú àkókò yẹn. So gbogbo gẹ́gẹ́ bí èmi ṣe máa sọ gbogbo àdúrà ló ń gbà, ṣùgbọ́n bó ṣe máa gbà ló yàtọ̀. So ó lè gbà sí ọ̀nà pé yes Olúwa ti fún ẹ ní nǹkan tó fẹ́, ó lè gbà sí ọ̀nà no Ọlọ́run ò ní fún ẹ torí pé ó lè pa ẹ́ lára, ó lè gbà sí ọ̀nà kẹta wípé dúró wait màá ṣe ńgbà tó bá tó àkókò tó máa yẹ.
Òyìnbó ni Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Olúṣọlá Olóyèdé láti Abẹ́òkúta nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn ni wọ́n fi kọ ìbéèrè tuntun. Wọ́n sọ pé were the miracles in the Bible real historical events or are they symbolic stories?
Miracles in the Bible.
Ìyẹn ni pé ṣé àwọn iṣẹ́ àmì tí nínú Bíbélì wọ́n ní ṣé ṣó real ṣé kò tọ́ ni àbí wọ́n kàn sọ pé kọ́kọ́ fi ṣe òfegè fáwọn èèyàn pé àwọn ṣe báyìí.
Go to Israel now, go to the land of Israel, they will show you where all this thing happened. Ibi tí gbogbo ẹ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n á fi hàn wá.
Ìyẹn tó bá lọ sí Jerusalem.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ bá lọ sí Jerusalem wọ́n á fi gbogbo ibi tí Jésù ti sọ mi dé ti wá, ibi tí ó ti rìn lórí omi àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, gbogbo ẹ̀ náà máa fi hàn yìí. So kì í ṣe bóyá òfegè, àwọn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lóòótọ́ àti ní òdodo ni. So kẹ́yìn ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan máa rò bí ẹni pé ìwé ìtàn ni wọ́n kàn fi ń ṣe bí symbol ní kálẹ̀ fún àwọn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá sọ pé bóyá symbol ni ẹ fẹ́ sọ pé bóyá Jésù wá sáyé lóòótọ́ nìyẹn. Jésù wá sáyé lóòótọ́, ó dẹ̀ ṣe àwọn iṣẹ́ àmì àti iṣẹ́ ìyanu èyí tó máa mú kí àwọn ènìyàn kó gbàgbọ́ nínú agbára Ọlọ́run.
Lákòótán ẹ bá wa sọ fáwọn ará ilé ohun tó yẹ àti ohun tó tọ́ lórí ìdámẹ́wàá bí
àmọ̀ràn tèmi rèé fún àwọn ènìyàn ni wípé bá Ọlọ́run rìn débi wípé ó gba Ọlọ́run gbọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí orísun ìpèsè àti olùpèsè rẹ, débi wípé ohunkóhun tó bá wà ní ọwọ́ rẹ kò pọ̀ ju ohun tó lè fún Ọlọ́run lọ. O gbọ́dọ̀ ní owó tó jẹ́ pé wàá wò pé lè tóbi ju ohun tí mo lè fún Olúwa. So fi ara rẹ bá Ọlọ́run rìn débi pé kò sí ohun tó ẹlòmíín fún Ọlọ́run ju ìdámẹ́wàá ibi tó bá Ọlọ́run rìn dé. So kò dẹ̀ sí ohun tí ènìyàn bá fi fún Ọlọ́run ní ìlọ́po ìwà fi fún ọ padà tí wọ́n máa sọ fún ọ.
So ẹ̀yin ará ilé lórí ìkànnì TVWest náà la ṣì wà lórí ètò Kí ni Bíbélì sọ. Mo lérò yìí pé ẹ ti rí kan àbí méjì mú nínú gbogbo àlàyé tí àlùfáà ìjọ the African Church Emmanuel Parish 1 Thomas Alako Street Ìjàyè-Ògbà the Venerable Simeon Ajayi tí wọ́n bá wa sọ lẹ́nìí. Àlùfáà àkìyín ẹ ṣé gan tá a pè yín tẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ wa. Mo lérò wípé nígbà tá a bá tún pè yín lórí ìbéèrè míì ẹ jẹ́ wa.
Àbọ̀jẹ̀ yín ní kíákíá.
Nígbà tá a bá ti pè yín ẹ ṣé. Tó níbí ni a ó fi àdàgbà ètò Kí ni Bíbélì sọ lórí ìkànnì TVWest tòní sí. Orúkọ mi ò yí padà, Abọ́sẹ̀dé Adégbóyèga lórúkọ mi.
His Imperial Majesty Oba Rashid Adewale Ladoja, the Oluban of Ibadan. Your Excellency, Mr. President, this is a special visit from a special traditional ruler that you have things in common with.
The people of Oyo State said, are we going to become another Chibok? Is it going to be a perennial issue? But as I said, it has not brought a turning point in the issue of kidnapping in Nigeria, not only in Oyo State. Because people now know that we now have a president who will not negotiate from the position of witness with any kidnapper. So thank you very much. We are really very grateful.
From 8 divisions, now we are now moving to 12 divisions to shorten the response time, to give, that response time the teeth that is needed for us to defeat terrorism and banditry. It is very necessary, and we are doing so.
Issue has many voices. Before the experts debate them, before the politicians defend them, we hear it directly from the people. This is Citizens Direct on TV West. My name is Victoria Ogudainde. In the past 1 month, several communities have experienced flooding in and around Nigeria, which has left many homeless. Today on Citizens Direct, we hit the streets to ask citizens if they think enough is being done to prevent flood disasters in Nigeria.
This draining from Mogbaye is very terrible. The government is not doing anything about the draining. Just come and pack dustbin, pack all the sand, go and sell it. If you see the rain are falling on yesterday on this, it enters some house people. Some people lose, some people gain. That one is not good. Like Okeodo now. I went to Okeodo yesterday. I cannot come back. I took Okada from Okeodo, 5,000 naira. because of the draining. The draining is always wasting property. It should government try for us to do something about the draining. If you come from the caterpillar now or yesterday, the draining is very bad. Students, God save this one student. It's one Abokina carry the student from the gutter, or less that water will carry their student go. Please let us do a lot of things for the woman and the man and all the, because Nigeria now suffer. She will what is calling it? Carry Boko Haram. Nobody can sleep very well. She want make God help us. Government to try for us by grace of God.
They say when you say the truth shall set you free. On the side of Tinubu, pushing money. Are you getting me? To checkmate flooding in Nigeria. The man really is doing that perfectly. Are you getting me? To say the truth. But on the side of people, he's handing over the monitor. They are all criminals. So in generalizing everything, to generalize everything, they are carrying it on his head because he's not up and doing to checkmate them. There is what we call price control and rationing. When you send agents to go to the market, if you want to control the price of commodities that is publishing your name, there is a section they used to call price control and rationing. These are the people that will enter into the market and check what the government has given order to sell is what they are selling. Are you getting me now? But because of other activities he's facing, are you getting me? He has not been able to cope with it. So that is why he's selling on the area of that one. He has given them enough to checkmate it. But there are criminals around him. Are you getting me? That are not doing enough to help him, to promote his name. Are you getting me? That's on the side of that. But total failure in security purposes. Total failure.
Yes. The government is doing a lot about the flood in Lagos State. Because government is doing a lot. But most of the people in Lagos State, they are not helping the government based on when it is rain now. So a lot of community they will carry a lot of what's it called, dustbin, pour inside the gutter, and this thing it contributes a lot of problem in the government. We can imagine. You cannot expect government to come to what's it called, come to the streets, come to under the bus stop in the midnight to come and observe people. So we as a community, we need to do the needful in order to help the government.
I don't think enough is being done to prevent flood, because if the necessary and adequate infrastructure is put in place and due diligence, I don't think there will be flood in Nigeria that will cause chaos. The citizens are contributing because refuge where they ought to be, they'll be storing the refuge in the gutter, and it's also blocked the water flow.
Government have been trying. They've been trying their best. But you see, we citizens are like animals, which we need to be treated like animals. When you direct somebody this way and somebody doesn't follow, how do you feel? When the government is trying to put an infrastructure whereby the drainage will be okay for the people, whereby water will flow, you still see some people who still carry dustbin, who will carry bin to go and block that drainage. The government is trying their best, but it's only that corruption has diminished everything. There is no checkmating in anything. The government only make law, but they don't checkmate the law they put to the people they are making the law for. There's a difference between giving a law, then checkmating that law you give. Maybe people are following that law. The government are trying, giving a law, but the people are not following that step the government want them to follow. That's why you see flood everywhere. Where water is supposed to flow, somebody will carry a bag of dustbin and go and fix there. Some people, some money themselves will even sell the land where water is supposed to pass, when the money like sell land that water is supposed to pass. Tell me what will happen to houses around that place? Houses there will collapse. So the government is trying, only that corruption is like they are wearing suit and tie every day in this country. Thank you very much.
In my own observation, I don't think they are doing enough. They are not doing enough because if you look at what happened recently, you agree with me that part of the reason we are not getting light now is because some players in the power sector declare force majeure, meaning there is a natural disaster that beyond their control, and because they don't want to breach some contractual agreement without consequence. Force majeure is always a clause in such contract. But the question now is, why I feel they are not doing enough is, look at the flood is a global phenomenon. But what happens in Nigeria and most African countries has some inefficiency on the part of government. When you look at the flooding, you can clearly see that the water is dirty, and the reason it's dirty because the drainage is blocked, and perhaps the debris, the dirty in the gutter is already joining the flood on the streets. So if the government do their due diligence by making sure that they clear all the drainage ahead of time, I have to believe that the flooding will reduce. And another thing it does is, if you have a heavy rainfall, even if you have good drainage system, there are bound to be some level of flood, but it will ease out within a short period of time. I think that's what is obtainable in other places like United Kingdom. That's why if you see that flood is not always dirty. You show that there is heavy downpour that overwhelm the drainage, but within a short space of time it goes away. But when the drainage is blocked, you take some time before you see the water clearing away. So for me, I think our government needs to do more. Citizens, yeah, definitely, there's no argument about that. Our attitude to environment is a major factor. You see, Nigerians, they are not environmentally friendly. Why will a sane someone drop refuse in the gutter, in the drainage, or even on the road? And the most worrisome part of it, that you realize that most recently Lagos State came up with a policy to phase away styrofoam nylon that cannot be used more than once. The reason is not far-fetched because studies are proving that, not Nigeria anyway, that small pieces of nylon materials that can only be seen by microscope is already being discovered in the brain of dead persons, even in outside the country. Because by the time you drop all these things in the drainage, it finds its way back to the sea. And these things have no tendency to decay over the years. So it is not environmentally friendly. So I think we should have a stronger policy in place talking about the government, and we should have a serious advocacy to educate Nigerians about the need to be environmental friendly in terms of how you dispose your waste.
They may have done something, but it's not enough. Because if it's enough, there won't be the flood experience. It's not enough, definitely. When they get a contract, they do it wishy-washy. And the end result is what we are saying. That is the way I see it. They are not doing enough. I've been to places in the world and it's properly done and you will not see the disaster. Then you ask me a second question. No, that is the worst disaster. Citizens are so hygienic. The way they throw pure water things, and our people, our Africans are fun and shots. They throw things anyhow. They don't give a damn. They are not environmentally conscious. So the citizens are zero. Consciousness is not even there. That discipline is not there.
Comment of the day. I mean, Lagos State has not done anything in regard of Lagos State drainage. Do you know the meaning of drainage? Waterways, after rain, floods, channels, from township or urbanities to rivers, to what do you call it, canal. From canal, it empties into the river. From where the river is just emptied into the Atlantic Ocean. Simple. That defines better drainage system. Like you have drainage in Nigeria. If Nigeria is well planned, you can't see this kind of disaster happening in Lagos State, Anambra State, Borno State, all over the country. But we don't plan well. We should have channeled the entire canals to one place from where it will be emptied into Atlantic Ocean. But you can see it. The waterways, the water channels are wrongly constructed. That's why anytime it rains, you see some people dying accidentally. In fact, heavy downpour in Nigeria is a disaster. Because once it occurs, the residents at Lagos Island and Banana Island, all of them will be scampering for safety to get at home before getting or being drowned. You see it. The government has not done anything in terms of channeling the waters, the flood waters, to the right position. They only read budgets in that regard and they sink the money, distribute it or disburse it among themselves. We don't have good drainage. The water channels in Nigeria are poorly constructed. The only drainage we have in West Africa, I can just tell you that Lake Chad, River Niger, that's all, River Gambia, Senegambia, River Niger, Hadija, Katsina Allah, Lokoja, where you have the confluence town where River Niger and Benue meets and they wash down to this Atlantic Ocean. That's the only drainage we have in West Africa.
I think the citizens really need to be oriented on how not to put things by the trying to block the flood. You can't block the flood. It's supposed to be left for government to do because they have the capacity. But as individuals, we can't come together and do it. We don't have that fund. And as a result of maybe building house beside the road or selling beside the road or trying to, all this still cause victims to feel bad. So in this case, we need to orient them to shift their things from flood and give way to flood to pass. I think they need to really orient them on that.
They are trying their best. They should do more and more especially when they are constructing road. We need a very wide gutter. It's good to have a very wide gutter, and they should also go to the rural area. Government should not concentrate on the cities alone. Go also to the rural area. They are trying their best. They should try more.
I want to thank the Lagos State government for what they have done so far. It's not easy to manage a mega city. Nevertheless, I will make the following suggestions. 1, existing drainages need to be expanded. Number 2, during general cleanup like Saturday sanitation, they should look for vehicles. For instance, there is this tricycle waste carrier sold somewhere along Acme Road. They can use it to evacuate those wastes brought out from the drainages on Saturdays and move them to the receptacle. Number 3, all the major canals in Lagos, they should be desilted quarterly, once every 3 months. Number 4, if you look around you in Lagos, all the street lights, there are no waste bin collectors. If you go to a place like Uyo, they have it on the street lights. They install it. If you drink pure water, bottled water, I want to discard it, you go to the waste bin closest to you and you throw it into that place. So these are some of the steps that Lagos State need to implement to ensure to prevent flooding and make sure that all this the drainages flow well and the flooding is prevented, and also the environment is much more healthy for everybody.
No, there is nothing being done about it. So the town planning laws are not being followed. People build how they want to, and they can manipulate the system and build. And also the government needs to build some dams to prevent the flooding. If you have enough dam and we have our people following the town planning system, I think the flood will be controlled. Because with the way population is exploding in Nigeria, there will be more houses to be built, and the more population we have, the more houses we have, the lesser places the water will have to go. So the water will always find a place. So when there's no proper channel for the water, it will cause flooding.
You've heard it from the citizens. Flood remains a major issue across Nigeria. The citizens are urging the government to step up their game and take responsibility. This is Citizens Direct on TVWest. My name is Victoria Ogudende. Thank you for joining us.
Imperial Majesty, Oba Rashid Adewolu Ladoja, the Olúbàdàn of Ìbàdàn. Your Excellency, Mr. President, this is a special visit from a special traditional ruler that you have things in common with.
The people of Oyo State said, are we going to become another Chibok? Is it going to be a perennial issue? But as I said, it has not brought a turning point in the issue of kidnapping in Nigeria, not only in Oyo State. Because people now know that we now have a president who will not negotiate from the position of witness with any kidnapper. So thank you very much. We are really very grateful.
From 8 divisions, now we are now moving to 12 divisions to shorten the response time, to give, that response time the teeth that is needed for us to defeat terrorism and banditry. It is very necessary, and we are doing so.
You are watching the test transmission of TVWest. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to our social media handle at TVWestNG across all social networks. Thanks for staying with us.
TVWest. Reporting the West, inspiring progress.
Many voices. Before the experts debate them, before the politicians defend them, we hear it directly from the people. This is Citizens Direct on TVWest. I am Victoria Ogudende, and today we hit the street to ask citizens if you had the opportunity to advise leaders on one thing about the economy, what would it be? Nigerians, the rising cost of living has changed how they spend, save, and even plan for the future. From food prices to transportation and other daily essentials, many households are really feeling the pressure. But beyond the challenges, how are Nigerians really adapting? And what solutions do they think can make life more affordable? Let's go.
Good morning, Nigerians. If I have the opportunity to talk to our government, I will tell them I feel our government are too careless about our lives, about how we live in Nigeria. There is no price control. Government should be able to come up with the policies that control the prices of things in the market. I think everybody just do their own things. Nobody really care. And the government don't really pay attention to those things.
One, I will have to advise the leaders to get an advisor first. Advisor that knows things about finance. One. Then another thing is to check the population of the people you are leading. Their population matters to know how you balance things.
So until our government can be able to come to the point where they put eyes to what is being sold in the market, what is being produced, how much is being produced, how much are they selling. So to be able to have the price control,
because to import goods, to clear them, All this add to the cost of prices of goods. So these are the three things: to get a good advisor on finance, to check the population of the people you're leading. Then the third one is cost of importation of goods.
The condition of Nigeria today is not the condition we met 4 or 5 years ago. The hardship in Nigeria today is getting too much. You cannot buy anything in the market, and the Nigerian government are not doing anything. We want them to look into the hardship in Nigeria.
The living in Nigeria, to live in Nigeria now is very, very high. Ordinary man cannot even eat maybe one square meal in a day. If you drink garri in the morning, in the afternoon, no food. In the evening, you don't even know what to eat. So everything, both work, everything is too high.
We don't have leaders. That is the problem we have. You know, they will go to abroad and see how they are doing abroad, how people are living in abroad. They will go there and buy houses, buy cars, buy bulletproof, buy private jets. The only thing I want them to know is they remember that when they die, they will not bury them without private jets. They will not bury them without houses. They will only go. If a Muslim, they will not bury you with a casket. If a Christian, they will bury you with a casket. But they should know that God is recording everything they are doing. The country is not going. Everybody know how much is fuel. Well, fuel is 1,000 something. Understand? People are suffering.
We are able to Nigeria government that to provide food for ordinary man in the street. At least we are dying. We are dying gradually. We are dying. Nobody, no food, nothing. We will work, no work, nothing. They are just suffering.
Tomato is 1,000 or 1,000. Pepper 15 naira now is almost 1,000. It cannot cook. Things are going wrong, and government don't want to do anything. They know what they're supposed to do. They care for their pocket. They don't care for people.
To our government that to provide food for us, to provide good health, good accommodation, good electricity to give us, so that we can live as a human being. So I just need them to do good for us. That's it.
I think we need food, and transportation alone is killing us, especially in Nigeria. So at least anything they can do about the food aspect, the feeding aspect, and the transportation, I think we are cool.
They should change and remember that it's God. Understand? Now they're talking about 2027 election. They're not talking about how people they're kidnapping everybody. They cannot travel. Now, if you are traveling, you'll be praying for God to save you, but we'll have leaders.
Because a lot of people are suffering. I mean, rent is expensive, food, feeding is expensive, even to transport yourself down to work is very expensive.
Because some places that we usually go at the rate of maybe 300, some now it's getting out of hand, some 500, some 600, and also we just ask the leaders, they are doing well, the fuel have started dropping, but they should still try it.
The average Nigerian is really suffering, and I really wish the government can look into the days that we Nigerians are going through and find a solution to this. If it's to try to regulate the prices and make it very easy for us.
We Nigerians, we don't really need to advise the government. Rather, we need to cry out so that the government will look into the cost of the living, like the housing, the road, the lights. There are things government need to do, especially in Lagos State.
The average salary earner is earning like 70k. Imagine you now putting down a price of 1 million naira for rent. How do you expect the person to afford it?
People can no longer afford one room to live in.
The cost of living now has gone higher, and people are living now from hand to mouth. Looking at the situation in the country and the minimum wage, and back to your question that what will be my advice to the leaders, to the government, is number one, there should be consistency in paying their salaries. And looking at the cost of buying things, even people that are earning minimum wages are not able to afford certain things, many things. So I will advise our leaders to look at the cost of commodities, most especially the cost of bringing things into the country, which I believe is the most of the reason why things increases. And also they should put some regulation into the cost of buying things.
I will advise them to bring down the cost of fuel, because the reason why things are expensive is fuel.
if they come down, the cost of living will be a bit reduced.
Because look at things that people are buying in the market. Once the price goes up, the sellers do not think they should bring it down again, even if the cost of bringing it in reduces. So there should be a check, regulation check that the government should put in place, so that in case if people get the little salary they are getting, they will be able to buy things.
The only thing, because they will tell you, oh, bringing rice or beans from the north is expensive, we pay this, we have to pay that, we have to pay all of this. Do you understand? So if they can reduce the cost of fuel, it will be a bit manageable. And if there is any other thing they can do, a lot of people are suffering. Some families barely eat.
So what I'm going to advise the federal government is that they should make sure that there is price control for everything, because that one will enhance us, and aside from that, is from generation to another generation. What I'm going to advise is that they should open more technical schools, so that people that are growing up, the children, they'll be able to have skill, because it's not everybody that will go to the tertiary institution. So if they have been able to have something doing, it will also help to manage the economic system. So that's the only thing I can chip in.
Basically, the cost of living is telling on everybody. It's telling on moral values. It's telling on the way people run their day-to-day living. And from my own point of view, I feel the leadership should be more interested in the citizenry. They shouldn't just take decisions based on what they feel in the presidency, at the presidency level, at the government level. They should be in touch with the grassroots. And then when they are taking decisions, they should involve the masses, so that they don't just take it. Like the issue of subsidy. Subsidy is a very fine thing they did, but the process was very, 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 very detrimental to the masses.
There is so much hunger in the land. Some cannot even afford 1 square meal. So bring down the cost of things, fuel, transportation, and a whole lot. And I tell you, okay, just look at just 2 days ago, they were about increasing WAEC and NECO fee to 50,000 naira. And these are people who cannot even afford the 27,000 naira. Now it's on suspension. Who knows if they will come up tomorrow and continue with the 50,000 naira. Now what will now happen to poor families that cannot afford it? Children will be dropped out from school, increasing more suffering to the people of Nigeria.
The number one issue facing causing cost of living in Nigeria, I would say, is insecurity. Number one, when there is insecurity in some other places, you see that people will start moving to a particular place, like in Lagos, and everywhere will become congested with population. And if everybody is congested, if everywhere is congested like that, you see that number one cost of living is housing. Once everybody is congested in a particular place like that, you see that landlord will start exaggerating the price of housing. So in that case, I think government should make economic state more than Lagos. Like there should be different economic states than Lagos, and everybody coming into one place, and not like only Lagos, not everybody.
So I believe that they should consider the masses, engage them in the process of policy making, and I feel it would make things better. And then with the re-election issue, you don't need to campaign if you are doing the right thing. If you are doing the right thing, people would naturally want to vote for you to come back. But when you are not doing what the masses want, or they are not feeling you in the right way, then you have to go and do it by hook or crook. So if you want to get re-elected seamlessly, put the masses into consideration. That is, you voted, you swore to secure our lives and our properties. That is your main priority.
Secondly is food market. Insecurity have made farmers and other farmers and haters clashes. So in this, there's a short of food in the market. So if government can look into price regulation, because if you go into market to go and buy something now, you see that everybody are giving their price in a different rate. So there should be an agency that will be regulating price of things in the market, so that anybody can go into the market and get whatever he or she wants at affordable price. Because I might go now to go and buy something from a particular person, that person will sell at different price rate. If you go there to get your own from another person, it will be a different price rate. So that is not bringing like a stable competition in our market sphere in terms of food commodity. So if government have anything to do concerning cost of living in housing, there should be decongestion of population. Then there should be price regulation in the marketplace, so that things will come down. And if price of things come down like that, truly cost of living will be easy for citizens.
As Nigerians continue to adapt to the rising cost of living, one message is clear: long-term solutions and numerous other solutions provided by citizens, price regulation, fuel reduction, and so many others. We can only hope that the voices of citizens are heard and taken into consideration on the cost of living in Nigeria. This is Citizens Direct on TVWest. I am Victoria Ogudende. Thank you for joining us.
His Imperial Majesty Oba Rashid Adewale Ladoja, the Olúbàdàn of Ibadan. Your Excellency, Mr. President, this is a special visit from a special traditional ruler that you have things in common with.
The people of Oyo State said, are we going to become another Chibok? Is it going to be a perennial issue? But as I said, it has not brought a turning point in the issue of kidnapping in Nigeria, not only in Oyo State. Because people now know that we now have a president who will not negotiate from the position of witness with any kidnapper. So thank you very much. We are really very grateful.
From 8 divisions, now we are now moving to 12 divisions to shorten the response time, to give, that response time the teeth that is needed for us to defeat terrorism and banditry. It is very necessary, and we are doing so.
The total market value of real estate in Nigeria as of today is $2.6 trillion. But can you enter the real estate business with zero in your account and grow wealth to harness opportunities available in the industry? Well, that's a question we are trying to unravel on Opportunities Radio TV today. My name is Daniel Oweyemi. Today's edition is focusing on how everyday Nigerians can build wealth in real estate in Nigeria. I mean, without spending or breaking the bank. All right, so I'm going to be revealing my guests shortly after this timeout. It's Opportunity Radio TV. We'll be back after this timeout. Stay back. All right, welcome back. You're still on to Opportunity Radio TV. Before we went on that break, I did let you know that we're looking at how everyday Nigerian can build wealth in real estate. I mean, have your own share of national cake or whatever it's called. So I'm being joined this edition by an expert, a consultant in real estate. He's also the CEO of Mayola Properties. Is none other than Mr. Olumiwa Olainka. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Daniel.
Glad to have you join us on Opportunity Radio TV.
Good to see you today.
So, can you get into real estate with zero? I mean, let's say someone is a 9-to-5 person or is looking for side hustle, is an artisan, a young professional. A direct question: can you get into real estate with zero in your account?
Thank you, Mr. Daniel, and thank you, our viewer. Real estate in Nigeria present enormous opportunity for us in this area of business. It gives a lot of opportunities with a zero naira, without having any 1 naira in your account. You can start with the little of what you have, whether you're an artisan, whether you're a young graduate or you unemployed individual. There are inherent opportunity for everybody. For instance, in real estate, we don't need millions, you don't need billions. With your communication skill, with your ability to talk to people within your environment, you can start a real estate from there. By communicating with people that have a need. Once you have a solutions-oriented mindset, you can start from anywhere.
So, now there are diverse aspects of real estate.
Yes, there are different areas.
So, but can you take us through the very specific ones that someone who does not have a kobo in their account can venture into? Which aspects can you start with?
For instance, sales and marketing of real estate properties. You don't need millions naira for you to start. The most important thing is if you have a strong interest to back whatever you want to do. Are you ready to stay the curve? By talking to people within your cycle, maybe your friend, your family that needs property, and you must start from that because it is a need oriented solutions that we need to go with. Without any 1 naira, people around you that needs property, you can have a relationship with a good real estate firm that they will offer you the opportunity for you to start with, that's marketing. But also, most of this online of a thing, instead of wasting our effort on gisting on the internet, on just reading gossip, you can also seek for people that they have interest in the property. Maybe they are having challenges. You can team up with a real estate firm, established real estate firm, walk into their office, and a kind of apprenticeship, a kind of mentorship. They will take you through the rigorous aspect of this real estate. By spending some months or a few times with them, you will know the available opportunity, and by then You start communicating with people. What I said is you can start from anybody within your sphere, maybe your family, your friends that has the need for this thing. By doing that, you start earning what we call commissions in terms of your returns on your effort. You start earning as little as thousands before you start talking about millions. But it all depends on the effort that you put in it. That's just it.
Okay, so now you have taken us through what it requires for you to go into sales and marketing. Are there other aspects, peradventure, that may just require a bit of commitment? The one you talked about now requires communication skill.
Yes.
All right. So are there other aspects that may not just require just communication skill, but may require just a little of commitment, like is there land banking you call it, or I mean, what other aspects aside this sales and marketing?
Like the land banking you are talking about, it requires experience. Just to be, don't let people scam you with you can just buy anywhere, because when we are talking about real estate, it's that is why the word re is attached to it. It's a reinvestment. There are a lot of things that you need to know that is behind that real estate in terms of title and locations, right? You can do land banking, but a lot of people, they have ventured into it and they've burned their hand. Therefore, in doing land banking, you need an experienced person to guide you in that regard. You can't just jump because you are interested in that business and just go to anywhere and start buying. A lot of land, a lot of property, they have a lot of challenges. That is the need for you to work with established real estate firm or people that you know that they have experience in this industry, so that at the end of the day you will not burn your hands, because a lot of people, they had a bad experiences. That's why most of them, they are saying they are having different problem, different story to tell. But in going into land banking, you need to work with an experienced fellow or the real estate firm that you know they will guide you and they are trustworthy. You can do your scanning, and that is where the expert and opinion of people that are experienced in the industry are very, very important. You can't just jump into it, because if you just jump into banking, land banking, you will jump out. Definitely.
Okay, can you just give us specific mistakes, some likely mistakes that people who go into land banking or sales and marketing make, specific mistakes, so that people don't get their fingers burnt due to the passion to, make a change?
Yeah, the major mistakes that a lot of investors or enthusiastic people that want to go into property, they make is that they don't follow the right people that know the right channel in the industry. There are a lot of unprofessional in the environment, and they will just see any opportunity anywhere. They start calling people that bring this also amount, bring this. That is area of professionalism. You need to work with people that have track record, so that you will not go and buy property that is not in the market, or the property that has a government regulations that you cannot sell. But those people that want to market it to you, they will not tell you a lot of things that's underneath. I strongly advise whoever that want to go into this thing, so that they will not burn their hand, they should go to the right channel. That is why the associations of real estate agents of Nigeria are running. Is very, very important. And also in Lagos State, there is what we call LASERA. They are the one managing the affairs of estate agency in Nigeria. Don't say because you have your resources with you, you just want to go into it. Go through the right channel. Look at the people that you can track. They have a track record in the industry. You can have their name search on the internet before you commit your money. 1 naira lost could mean millions of opportunity that ordinarily should have accrued to you. Therefore, be guided with people that you want to work with in the industry. ensures that you do your own due diligence on the people that on the either the firm or individual that want to guide you in that in that venture. That is why we in our own office, Major Properties, we can tell you that with our track record in the industry, we have done this for a lot of people in terms of land banking, in terms of investment in their property. We have given people value, and that trust is very fundamental. Anybody you want to work with, please, that is the fundamental aspect of it. Not just to have the money, but the people you want to work with, they have the capacity to guide you accordingly.
Absolutely. So one of the very profound things you have said is that ensure that you join a community.
Very important.
You call them association of real estate.
Yes.
So
associations.
Join a community so that you can share ideas and know what truly obtains. But then now I'm trying to picture someone who, all the person has is communication skill. Here's a property that is available for sale, and he has a market, whether from his immediate network or whatever. But what does that person need to find out? Specific things. Can you just run us through specific things? We'd like to speak to specificity now. Like there's a property now that is say, okay, they want to sell. What specific things do you need to find out as a marketer so that your buyer will not be asking you some question and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I just started. So what specific things?
As a newbies in the industry that want to go into sales and marketing, in the banking industry, there's what we call KYC, know your customer. The product you want to offer, you should know it before you start offering it to people. Therefore, the basic one is for you to familiarize yourself with that property you want to offer to people by knowing whether the property is in the right locations, whether the property has a correct title.
So what do you mean by the right location?
For instance, somebody can tell you that the property is in New Okoba, for instance. Is the property not close to the canal? Is the property not under power line tensions? All those things is very important. Then the aspect of title is germane before you offer the property to your client that want to buy. There are property that they don't have the right title, and title is very, very important in real estate because it is the title the client is buying. Because if you don't get the right title, forget about it. Whatever you buy is zero, because it's that title that confers ownership, that confers the transferring of the ownership from the previous person to whoever they want to buy. Does that person has that title also? Is the land not in dispute? Is the property not in dispute? All these things you need to get it sorted out by you asking those questions from the owners of the property or whoever that enlisted the property to you. You also need to do your own due diligence by going ahead, confirming from government by land bureau. Like in Lagos State, we have land bureau in Lagos State. You go there, you verify the title that they said they have. Also, if they said the title is registered with the Lagos State, is there no any encumbrance on the title? If there is an encumbrance, is this something that you can resolve? If you will be guided accordingly with whatever you find out from land ministry. Not only that, there is also need for you to also go through the courts and see whether the property you are talking about, the land you are talking about, is not, there is only litigation.
Fantastic.
All these things.
You just took it from my mouth. I was going to ask that, is family receipts tenderable in courts? There are instances where there are litigations surrounding a land and someone said, I bought from the family and this is the receipt that was issued. Is this something that can be tendered in court? Is it?
Your receipt can be tendered in court, but it also depends on the real owner of the property. One property can have 2 or 3 receipts.
From the same family?
It could be from the same family or from another family. Others, the root of, that's what we call the root of title. Before you embark on it, that is why you need to work with professionals. The professional will guide you properly by giving you the insight into the ownership of that environment. Look at the document you have, receipt that you have on it. If it is receipt, if it is CFO, because receipt alone is not enough. There is also other documents like survey, and the most germane of them all is having CFO, because all the lands belongs to government.
All right, I think in a moment we'd like to go on a break. You're still watching Opportunity Radio TV, and we've been speaking with Mr. Olumiwa Olayinka from Mayola Properties. In a moment we'll be back with other conversations on opportunities available in real estate. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Thank you. Alright, you're still on to Opportunity Radio TV, reaching you from TVWest, and the conversation has been how everyday Nigerian can build wealth in real estate without having millions of naira sitting in your account. With zero, what can you achieve? What can you do in real estate? And I've been speaking with the CEO of Mayola Properties, Mr. Olumiwa Olayinka, and the conversation has been so insightful. So we'll just take it a little further as we look at success stories. He talked so much about the things that you should watch out for, how you have to be careful in the documentation. But then, I would like us to benefit more from your wealth of experience. If you had your way, you've been into real estate for how many years now?
Into 11 years now.
11 years. That's more than a decade. So, if you had your way, what would you do differently? If you're to flashback, reverse the hand of time and do something, what would you do differently?
Thank you, moderator. Do it differently. Now, I would just say that more training before venturing into the real estate. I would have involved myself in a better training before I really started, because when I started out, fine, I did a few trainings, but I just felt like the little training I had was sufficient enough. That one, it took me almost about 5 years before I realized that ordinarily we need to update our skill every day for you to remain relevant in the industry and to be successful at what you do. Therefore, venturing into real estate, I would advise that once you take the training, very, very important, because it took me a lot of years before I realized this. And if you don't do that, it will affect your growth. It will affect how you want to scale up. It's just about a few years to this time around now that we started involving ourselves in different trainings everywhere, and thank God for those opportunity that I have. Now, it has exposed us to a lot of modern tools and a lot of communities, a lot of opportunity, and a lot of network that ordinarily I did not have before. Therefore, training, I see it is very fundamental, and before you venture into real estate, very important.
So, for a newbie, what are the likely challenges that they should prepare for?
There are challenges everywhere. Even you're sleeping and waking up every day, it comes with its own challenges. What is fundamental is for you to get prepared. Preparation is everything. And there is a challenges as you are waking up. New government policies is a challenges. A marketing environment is give you a challenges. A lot of things that day by day. Before the issue of this tax of a thing, most of the real estate companies, they don't see it, but now it's a challenge. You need to navigate all these things. There are the opportunities available in the industry, the challenges, then litigation is also another challenges in this industry, and we're having a lot of legal problem, because most of our cases stay longer years in the court before they are adjudicated upon. Therefore, court processes is another challenge. Then, fundamentally also, the funding for the real estate is another challenge. It is now that we are hearing more of mortgage, unlike before. You find it difficult for most of our commercial bank to entrust their fund in the hand of a property consultant or real estate firm. But because of new government policies, we are seeing emerging opportunity in that aspect. Now, most of the commercial bank, they are partnering with a federal mortgage bank now. They are encouraging people to invest, but it's still very, very little. It's a challenge on its own. Another area I would say is in terms of the professional in the industry. It's because different quacks, people that don't even know anything about property, they're advising clients, taking them to burn their hand. There are different challenges, but if you are resolute, if you are determined, and you follow the right people, the right channel, forget about it. It is sweet. It is very sweet. The industry is very sweet, provided you can burn your candle.
Okay, you like to talk about environmental related challenges, particularly as you see some realtors take you to a property where it's, to a flood prone area, and only for people to start building and they realize that the buildings are sinking. So
that is the area of where I said due diligence and working with professionals, so working with experts. A lot of people are going to Aja, going to Lekki without doing proper thing, because there are buildings that they don't have building approval. Some people, because they have money, they just venture into the building. At the end of the day, they will not get all the necessary regulation. By the time they build, and people that don't know anything about, they subscribe to such project, they will transfer that problem to whoever that eventually buy the property, and that is where the problem. That is, you cannot run away from working with professionals, and also do your own due diligence. Be close to your lawyer. When you want to buy the property, your lawyer will advise you. They will also help you to also do some area apart from what your agent will also help you to do. It is fundamental. Those are the challenges that people are facing every day.
Okay, now let's just begin to bring this to a close gradually. For someone who wants to go into real estate now, we may have to talk about the tools that they need. Do you need to register your business? If you're getting into this, or have ID card, letterhead? For starters, is it compulsory? Do you advise they should go through that route?
Whatever that is worth doing at all is worth doing well. For you to have a good footing, you need to register your company.
For someone who is going to just sales and marketing, that can be pardonable, right?
The structure is very, very important, and you can start with little that you have, but setting out a structure, proper structure, it helps you to scale. It helps a lot. There's nothing you want to do that you don't need to put structure in place. Very, very fundamental. So that this basic structuring will help you to have a plan. You have a feasibility study of where you are going. You put the structure in place, register with the necessary organs of the government. You need to register the necessary association, like in Nigeria, Association of Real Estate Agents. In Nigeria, that is very fundamental. You'll be part of the system. You will be exposed to a lot of training. And when it comes to government regulations, you back it up with necessary paperwork, and it will help you to scale up. The opportunity will be there, but it is people that have the structure that they will be the one that will leverage on opportunity that come in every day. If you are not registered, people these days, they don't want to deal with people that don't have a face. The structure you put in place will be what people will see, not only you. The structure is very important. People trust in that structure even more than only you. It's very important.
All right, you're just still watching the show, which is Opportunity Radio TV, and have been speaking with the CEO of Mayola Properties, Mr. Olu Mayowa Olayinka. In a moment, we'll just run you through some other opportunities available out there, but that will be after this break. It's still Opportunity Radio TV. We'll be back after this time out. Stay with us. All right. Okay, you're still on to Opportunity Radio TV. This is the moment, in fact, one of the most interesting moments, because we just look at opportunities from different parts of the world, some education, some business, and all of that. So I'll just touch on a few of them, and so Mayowa can just share his thoughts on some of these opportunities. Let's just see how well this works. So the first on the list is the NELFund Student Loan. This NELFund Student Loan is one opportunity that allows students of eligible competence to have access to loans. Okay, so admission into eligible institution and compliance with NELFund requirements is so key. It's for Nigerians, and interested fee, tuition, and upkeep loans is what comes with it. To register, you have to visit www.nelf.gov.ng. It is free, so just ensure that your institution is integrated into the NELFund program. Then the website again is nelf.gov.ng, nelf.gov.ng. So this is for students who are looking for opportunities of getting loan to finance their study. It comes with tuition support as well as living, expenses. So what do you think about that?
I think that's one of the laudable program of this present government, and the young students that are in school that are having challenges with their school fees and upkeep. This is a good opportunity for them, so that issue of dropout will be eliminated in our tertiary institution. This is a fantastic program.
Okay, another one opportunity is 3MTT. That's the 3 million technical talents, which is also for Nigerians. If you're interested in updating your skill when it comes to tech, Nigerians interested in digital careers, it's just important that you take advantage of opportunity like this, because if you're skilled, you are open to more opportunities. For you to apply for this opportunity, you go to 3mtt.nitda.gov.ng. Again, 3mtt.nitda.gov.ng. Application, to the best of our knowledge, is free, and what is also important is to choose a learning track that aligns with your career goals, and that gives you access to more opportunities. It's a free training, free mentorship, and I think it's something that you may want to give a trial. So what do you think about this one?
This is equally good for at least anything that will enable young Nigerians to scale up. Training, you cannot underestimate it in whoever that want to grow. And all these opportunities are therefore a serious individual to take. And don't say because it is free. Most of the people would think because it's free, they won't do that. Please afford yourself this opportunity and be better off with your life.
Okay, let's take another one. This is PTDF for those who are into the line of oil and gas. This opportunity is for Nigerian undergraduates, for those who want to do their masters or even PhD. So if you afford yourself with this opportunity, you have the privilege to free tuition, as well as I don't know whether living. I think it's often covers it. You may have to confirm yourself, but for you to go through the website and check out the whole details, just visit www.scholarship.ptdf.gov.ng, scholarship.ptdf.gov.ng. Application is free. So go through the eligibility criteria and the guidelines before beginning your application. And maybe we just, what do you think about this? Is for those who are in the oil and gas for tech.
It's equally a laudable program for people in oil and gas. And this opportunity don't just come always. And whoever that has the opportunity now, my advice is that make sure you take this opportunity. Once you are in that industry, in that ecosystem, make sure you take this opportunity to better your luck.
Okay, and finally, we just look at which one now? Okay, the Commonwealth Master Scholarship. This one is a very popular one. Citizens of Commonwealth nations, which Nigeria is inclusive, can apply for this for your masters, and there's no age limit. It's full tuition. It's a free living allowance and other approved expenses. So to apply for this, you visit cscuk.fcdo.gov.uk. I'll take that again. cscuk.fcdo.gov.uk. This is always open annually. Prepare your academic documents and all required credentials that may be required, but go through that site and check out details of what is available. So this is something that we are no longer new to. That's the Commonwealth Master Scholarship.
This is equally good, and whoever that has the access to information, they always go ahead of others. And for you to have this opportunity to listen to this program, I will encourage you to make use of this opportunity, because it is for you to take, and the opportunity is there. And I believe your life will be better off after this all this opportunity.
And thank you, sir. And very importantly, I need to add this one. If you think that you need access to laptops or other devices that may be important for your work, you may want to give a trial to the Click the Device Credit Scheme. That's for Nigerians who may be willing to take advantage of this. So the age range for you to apply to be eligible is 18 years plus. And for you to apply for this, just visit www.creditscorp. Credit Corp is spelled as CREDICORP. Again, CREDICORP.ng/clickd/CLICKD. Let me take it again. www.credicorp.ng/CLICKD/CLICKD. So it's open for eligible beneficiaries and it's free to apply. Read and understand the payment terms before accepting this offer. Okay, all right, I think that's the size of it all on the show today. I must say huge thanks to the CEO of Mayola Properties, Mr. Olumayo Olayinka. Your parting shots for the newbies that are going into real estate, because I presume that someone is inspired now to get into real estate. So what should they do now?
What I will tell whoever that intends to go into real estate, you can start from anywhere you are. The most important thing that you also need, that I need to add to this, is your dedication to any course that you choose. Either with 0 naira, with millions, with billions, you can enter into real estate, depending on your determinations and what you want to achieve. So are you coming in for a short term? Are you coming in for medium term? Are you coming in for long term? The opportunity are inherent, but require your dedications and be ready to go through the basic of the industry for you to be able to scale up. Thank you.
I mean, an industry of $2.6 trillion value. You can have your own share, and as you have heard, you can start from wherever you are, from zero, whether you're going short-term, full-time, or long-term, regardless. So thank you so much for being part of this episode of Opportunity Radio TV. Just stay tuned. Some other shows are coming shortly. Thank you. I'm Daniel Owemi. Enjoy the rest of your day and keep going for opportunities. It will help you. Bye.
Thank you.
You are watching the test transmission of TVWest. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to our social media handle at TVWestNG across all social networks. Thanks for staying with us.
TV West. Reporting the West, inspiring progress.
His Imperial Majesty Oba Rashid Adewolu Ladoja, the Oluban of Ibadan. Your Excellency, Mr. President, this is a special visit from a special traditional ruler that you have things in common with.
The people of Oyo State said, are we going to become another Chibok? Is it going to be a perennial issue? But as I said, it has not brought a turning point in the issue of kidnapping in Nigeria, not only in Oyo State. Because people now know that we now have a president who will not negotiate from the position of witness with any kidnapper. So thank you very much. We are really very grateful.
From 8 divisions, now we are now moving to 12 divisions to shorten the response time, to give, that response time the teeth that is needed for us to defeat terrorism and banditry. It is very necessary, and we are doing so.
Thanks for staying with us. You are watching News Radar on TV West. I'm Victoria Ogudende. Here's what on the radar this hour. 2 long-awaited surveillance planes have arrived in Oyo State, fulfilling a security pledge made a year ago as the government signs a partnership with the Air Force for immediate deployment. The Nigerian Democratic Congress calls for the Lagos Police Commissioner's suspension after he appeared at a pro-Tinubu campaign event, accusing him of a partisanship and undermining public confidence in the police. Customs to pilot an electronic cargo tracking system at PTML Command, replacing physical escorts with real-time GPS monitoring to curb diversion, boost revenue, and free up officers from escort duties. And in sports, tournament debutants Malawi stunned record champions Nigeria 3-2 the WAFCON opener, with the Chinwanga sisters scoring all the 3 goals to end the Super Falcons' perfect record against first-time opponents. We'll bring you the details shortly. Now to the details. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has officially taken delivery of 2 long-awaited surveillance aircraft 1 year after announcing plans to acquire them. The governor spoke shortly after the aircraft landed at Ibadan Airport. He described the development as the fulfilling of a strategic security initiative conceived to complement personnel on the ground. He said the decision to procure the aircraft was informed by the state's expansive landmass and the need for rapid aerial intelligence to support security operations. Makinde said the plan for the aircraft to cover as much of the state's landmass as possible within the shortest time. He expressed satisfaction that the aircraft had finally arrived and reaffirmed his commitment to decisions that serve the best interest of the residents. The governor disclosed that the aircraft would become operational immediately. He revealed that the state has entered into a partnership with the Nigerian Air Force to ensure effective deployment.
Yeah, we're hitting the ground running. You can see they were flown by Air Force pilots. We have negotiated an MOU with Nigerian Air Force, and we should be working this together.
Your message to the people of Oyo State, finally, sir?
My message to the people of Oyo State is their government will always be there to serve them.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
The national chairman of INEC has described the upcoming Osun governorship election as the most consequential off-cycle poll in Nigeria. Professor Joash Amupiton made the remark during a visit to the Oni of Ife alongside the INEC officials to seek royal blessings and brief the monarch on preparations. He said the election would serve as a mirror for 2027 general elections. He also assured that the bimodal voter accreditation system would be deployed to ensure every vote counts. Amupiton said an election is successful if it is peaceful, starts on time, and results are collated transparently. He stressed that the blood of innocent people is not worth the governorship election. Meanwhile, the Oni declared the political tension in the state is becoming unbearable and worrisome. He urged politicians to prioritize peace and fairness, adding that Osun is bigger than everyone. The Nigeria Democratic Congress has demanded the immediate suspension of the Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Tijani Fatai, for attending an event prompting President Bola Tinubu's re-election. Fatai was seen in viral videos arriving on Tuesday's inauguration of the Lagos chapter of the City Boy movement, where he exchanged pleasantries with members. The movement pledged to mobilize grassroots support for Tinubu's second-term ambition. Reacting on X, the NDC condemned Fatai's appearance, describing it as partisan and damaging to the neutrality expected of the police. The party accused the APC-led government of showing little regard for public institutions. It insisted that the commissioner's conduct had raised doubts about his ability to act impartially during the elections. The NDC consequentially called on the police to suspend and sanction Fatai immediately. It also demanded that the police commit to political neutrality and protect voters and supporters of opposition candidates. The party further urged the police to safeguard every voter, irrespective of religion, ethnicity, or political affiliation. The All Progressive Congress has inaugurated its National Campaign Council for the Osun State governorship election, describing the poll as a major test of the party's political strength ahead of 2027. Speaking at the inauguration in Abuja, APC National Chairman Netawe Yiwata said the party had assembled experienced political leaders from across the country to coordinate the campaign. The council comprises serving and former governors, members of the National Assembly, deputy governors, party leaders, and business leaders. Yiwata said the composition reflects the depth of political experience available to the ruling party. He said if there is any political party with